1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Stepped into the scene in 2015, not knowing that we could make it, motivated with the dream. They try to throw us to the crumb side. We gamers over here, yeah. Steady on a mission, but with no competition. They say Kid Smoove is the best spot, representing the best box. Halo Gears, but that's well, so much for taking them shots. Check Move got the platinums, dog. How many trophies you got? Blonde gon' find the answers, whether you like it or not. The gaming guard built the squad of strong-minded individuals. A diverse collection to deliver news that's monumental. Wanna be a guest, dog? You gotta make a decision. Jimmy, I have you in a state of decay walking in this division. It's a dark day in hell, yeah, before you see sunshine. If you can't hear me, player, go and press rewind. It's a season when I thirst, I drink wine. Best to get yours, money, cause I'ma get mine. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Catch you slipping, I promise I'll show you how I still feel. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Yo, this is the Weapon Will Podcast, featuring BloodBorne, Kid Smoove, the best spot, Jimmy J Mega Games, Jack Move Johnny, and your host, Broken Games HDR.
Yeah, I hear you. Yo, chat, what's up? Chat, let me know if y'all hear us clearly. Hold on. Smoove, say something. Oh, hold on. Wait. I gotta change one setting. Oh, damn it. Where is this? Okay. Say something now, Smoove.
Yo, you can hear me all right?
All right, there you go. All right, chat, let us know if y'all hear us all good. Episode 260. And I think I need to read some super chats from our very controversial, popular episode from 2 weeks ago. I think I need to read some of them super chats because we never got to it because that ended up being like a 5-hour podcast. So yeah, let me see if I can bring some of those up. And it was probably a lot of super chats. You know, that conversation got heated. So damn, that was 2 weeks ago. Seemed like a long time.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hold on. My bad, guys. I just got the tracking number to my to that Xbox. So
my PS5 in New Jersey, like it's right.
Really, bro?
Right,
I'm about to go grab it. It's that shit probably right in Cardi.
Yeah, mine's it's like it says. Yo, say Edison, New Jersey, BG.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, that's like 45 minutes from us, man.
I was gonna say I go pick it up real quick. Like, hey, look, like you ain't even gotta send that, man. I go.
I'm literally like 20 minutes away from there.
It's crazy. I ain't talking about a hold on a delivery till Thursday. I'm like, yo, the shit is right there. Like, yo, come on, man, stop it.
All right. So yeah, let me read some of these super chats from 2 weeks ago. It's kind of crazy. Make sure if you're in here early, go ahead and hit that like button. We had to take a break last week. There wasn't that much going on. And we needed a break after that 5-hour podcast and that 3-hour after dark. You know what I'm saying? Working double time or working overtime for y'all. Let me read some of these. Rafe the Emperor. Reminder, this is from 2 weeks ago. People who are upset about BLM theme need to shut the F up. Things need a change. I'm a Hispanic man, but I got many African friends that I consider brothers. My bad. Yeah, that was the finish. So, and no, Gamer 2323 is not coming on today. I don't know why. I'll just be making stuff up. Like nobody ever said that. So I don't know where y'all just be like making this stuff up and passing it along. He's not coming on today. Brian Lobo said typo in the title, which was about PlateStation. Well, they're not PlateStation no more. Sony shut that down. War Machine Guy, BG, you should invite Review Tech USA next week to talk about gaming topics. I messaged him saying, when are you coming to Weapon Wheel? He said he's down. I'll think about having Rich on. See, listen, I don't have a problem with Rich, but how do I say this without what I don't see? This is not no disrespect to Rich, but I don't think Rich plays that many games. I don't think he beats that many games. And I don't mean no disrespect by this, but Rich is kind of like a casual gamer in a sense. I don't know if he like really beats that many games, or he'll have, or if he'll have anything deep conversation wise to add. Like I feel like a lot of the things he talks about, like gaming and console, is very surface level stuff. So I don't have a problem with him coming on, but I'm just saying he's not at the front of my. He's not at the front of my
content
list.
creator, headline content creator.
Yeah, like you've never heard him get like
what you're saying? He's clickbaitish.
Hey, you've never heard Rich get into like a deep conversation about like a game. Like at least can y'all point it out? I've never seen him do it. Like he's always just overview, surface level. This is what's happening. The tech stuff he gets a little bit deeper in, but he doesn't really,
I've stopped. I haven't watched Rich in like 3 years, so I can't even tell you, man. I'll be honest. It's well, not even 3 years, maybe like a year or so. When he started like constantly making videos about Boogie and telling Boogie to chill, I'm like, look, man, I'm not here for all this, man. Like,
yeah. Tony will not be freed. I'm sorry, y'all. That man staying locked up. All right. What else we got? I'm not going to be able to read all the super chats from 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to try to read some more. Tony Esquire says, shout out to WWP, but y'all platform is too respectful to cover BLM-themed dilemma. Although a fan of equality, Sony's fake activism is insulting. And like I said, 2 weeks ago, I don't care if I benefit from your fake activism, I'm okay with that. That's not a problem for me. Like whether you're doing something genuinely or with false pretenses, the money is the same either way. Like the money somebody gives you with false pretenses, with authenticity, the money's still green. So I don't think that makes it. I don't see how that makes a difference to me. Like, listen, these companies don't really got to care about black people, but we don't. That's the thing. Like people think black people want these companies to care about them. No, we just want an equal opportunity. We just want equal opportunities and chances. I don't care if you like me. You don't gotta like me to give me, a fair opportunity. And if that opportunity puts money in my pocket, I don't care if you did it for the right reasons. Money is money, so I don't really care. I don't think none of that really matters. The Bad Hombre said, LG C9 gang present. I wonder if my monitors if like Acer and Asus are gonna like release any updates for the HDMI in my monitors, because these are not 2.1. They probably want me to shell out more money for the new monitors that's about to come out. So I doubt they're gonna update these. OBJ Jr. said, Kid Smoove, if Phil Spencer contacted you and asked you out for dinner with a free autograph Xbox, would you go?
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's funny.
Let's see what else we got. TH28, he said, what's wrong with being weird, BG? Okay, well, the answer should be in that of itself. Tokyo TZTV said BG gamers were considered weird before streaming got popular, and people got into it for the money. Listen, the reason why people consider gamers weird is because of the appearance of the stereotypical gamer. Listen, I said this before, and people ain't gonna like it, but you want to know people with swag made gaming like cool to do, and people didn't like when I said this. I said black people made gaming a cool thing to do. Black culture. If you haven't realized, black culture, and yeah, people gonna say, "Oh, there you go, BG giving black culture credit." I'm sorry, but if you look at most things in the world when it comes to fashion, technology, all this other stuff, you know who really makes it cool, who really like puts it on, it'd be black people. And because black people don't, when we do something, we do it with a certain style and finesse to it, that when we do it, it's not lame, it's not corny. Like I legit had a roommate in college. This man was on the basketball team. He was like 6'5" on the basketball team. And he would whoop your ass in Street Fighter Alpha 2 specifically. I don't know, 2 and 3. I don't know why he was so good at 2 and 3 specifically, but he was like a god in that. We showed that, like, we kind of broke away from that stereotype of like gamers had like a million zits and pimples on their faces and were, basement dwellers and their grandmothers bringing them cookies down to the cellar. I'm just saying, we played a huge part in that. We played a huge part in that, man.
Well, I think for me, like back in like middle school, high school, I had like different types of friends for different things. Like, so I was friends with, like, I wasn't a popular kid, but like, I was cool with the nerds. I was cool with the popular kids. Cool with the the ditchers and all that stuff. I think back then there was definitely a class base to it, where like there was some real like out of there black kids too that kind of was wearing the oversized baggy shirts and just was really weird. Like there was some black kids like that as well.
Yeah, there's definitely nerds, from all races, but
Mm-hmm.
we kind of put the sauce on everything. Black people add the
Mm-hmm.
sauce, add
Yeah,
the little,
yeah.
Season into everything, and it become cool.
That's a fact though.
You know,
That's a
somebody
fact.
got to say it. What else we had? Mook Gaming. The best video game movies are Sonic and Detective Pikachu.
That's a
I
fact.
wouldn't. I wouldn't know. Let's see what else we got.
Pikachu was a dope movie, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
I didn't watch it. Persona donated 2 weeks ago. Bless up. Big shout out to WWP crew. Appreciate that, man. Melon Matt said, "There's this wonderful thing called the Civil Rights Act that includes the part switch. Democrats became Republicans and vice versa." What else we had? Forget Me Not said, discrimination against white people and discrimination against black people are two different things. We ain't the same. Stop acting like it. Appreciate the super chat. Papa John said, the way to solve this is to vote for Kanye West. Somebody please go get Kanye help, bro. That man got like 6,000 votes or something like that. And they why is they enabling this man? He talk about Kanye 2024. I'm like, yo, why are y'all enabling his mental illness, bro? Stop allowing him to do this. See, the average, what you're seeing is like mental illness being played out by somebody that has power. Normally, when people are mentally ill, they can't really do nothing. They don't got money or power. You're seeing how somebody would act. with money or a whole lot of money and a whole and significant at least pull with mental illness. Mental illness with money is a whole nother mental illness, and that's what you're seeing with Kanye.
Well, I think with Kanye, it also has to do with the fact that he's got money and he's got power. So it's like, who's really gonna tell him no? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of yes men around him. I mean, and let me just make this clear before I say that I'm not comparing Kanye West to R. Kelly in like their acts, but it's the same thing with R. Kelly. Like, how was R. Kelly able to get away with this stuff for like 20 some odd years? He had money, like, and he was like being the he was being the meal ticket for a lot of people. So who gonna say something like, okay, R. Kelly over there picking up girls from McDonald's?
That's why I think like his team is just as fucked up as him.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. Just as messed up as him, man.
Yeah. As soon as he ran out of money, they got him out of there too.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Y'all boy Biden in there. Y'all happy?
Hey man, listen. Here's the thing. I'm more happy to see Trump out than Biden in.
That's
Biden
what everybody's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people think that like, listen, with black people, we may not want to vote anybody in, but listen, if we could definitely vote you out of pettiness, like if we got to, we'll vote you out of pettiness.
Sit you down, right?
Philly, Atlanta, Detroit came through. You
like,
Atlanta finally came through for something.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody doing backflips.
I heard they doing recounts.
Yeah, well, they don't recount and watch them. Watch them.
Ain't gonna change nothing though.
Yeah, no, I mean, here's what I say, right? I hope and pray, right, that they don't find conclusive evidence of voter fraud, because at the end, I'm not saying there isn't, but the thing is, if this shit can get reversed in any type of way, the amount of fucking damage that has been done by them calling it and getting everybody's hopes up just for them to turn around and then all my chaos tweets won't look too fucking crazy.
Definitely a conspiracy theorist.
Already went crazy, Smoove.
Hey, like I said, I don't know, man. I've been always on edge. I've been on edge since like fucking like ever since I learned. Never mind. I go into a rabbit hole. Like,
I mean, but even if like they were to do a recount, he's got Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but the problem is they're investigating all the key swing states, because all those suddenly had what is it, Dominion? There's which is I guess the voting machine that had like errors and stuff like that. And then you got people like whistleblowers coming out here and there. They got videos coming out of them finding like military ballots in dumpsters and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
But look, here's the thing, right? When in an election in this country, where in any country where millions and millions of people vote, you think any of this is 100% accurate? None of it has ever been 100% accurate, right? But it doesn't need to be 100% accurate. It just needs to be accurate enough that the margin of error won't make a difference. I'm sure they're like they're.
It was real close.
Yeah,
even the Republican states, though, like again, Arizona, that hasn't flipped since the 90s. Like,
but tell me that you gotta think though, bro. Like, Biden got more votes than Obama and Hillary Clinton.
I would say that.
Well, you have to look at it like this, though. You have to look at it like this.
It's not.
This is how you have to look at it. You have to look at it as so many people were so tired of Trump that they actually.
Exactly. Like you understand, bro. You Trump. Okay, you say okay
that you like. Fuck it. Let me change. Like look,
Biden. You know what it was? It's all the job losses.
You know whose fault that is, though, Smoove? About more people voting.
What?
Your man's LeBron James.
I'm gonna tell you guys. Remember fun tasty. Me, my black ass, I didn't vote, right?
Oh man! Not you disappointing the ancestors.
What you talking about, man?
Oh
man!
This man disappointed the ancestors.
Why? No. Here's the thing, right? I did my fair share of voting over the years and stuff like so. I didn't vote this election because I'm curious to see something. I'm going to check. I think on the 12th you can see. I'm going to see if I voted.
So my grandfather,
you know, right? Like I
Get out of here.
Well, no, you also have to look at it like this because of the pandemic
like
and
the
stuff
COVID
like
test.
that. Because of the pandemic and stuff like that, a lot more people mailed in their votes early, so that's why the numbers are definitely much larger now as well.
Yeah, but people who didn't vote is showing up as they voted. So that's why I want to see if I voted.
Like I said,
I didn't vote. If I would have voted, I would have posted a sticker on my face like I did the last couple of times I voted. But
look, I don't believe most of these people who posting about listen, a lot of them are right wing extremists and be making stuff up, right? But the reason why Trump, you got to realize those votes for Biden were more about voting against Trump. They weren't for Biden. Yeah. We hate you more than we don't care about him. Like, you gotta get up out of here, bro. Like yo, Trump literally said, like, all right, I'm gonna insult every person imaginable. Like, I'm gonna insult every demographic imaginable besides, right-wing white people, and y'all better vote for me. Like, that's literally what he said.
You gotta remember, Trump also said. He also said to his people, don't mail in your votes, go out and vote for me. Like, he was saying that stuff. So people were listening to that. And not only that, but a lot of the states that Biden won, well, not a lot, but a couple of them that he won were Republican led states. Like, they have Republican governors and stuff like this. Like, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I just think
what happened to Stacey Abrams in Georgia. You insulted
John.
You insulted John McCain. And his hometown better vote for me.
People protest and pro athletes.
Now that Stacey Abrams move was the biggest mistake that he made.
Bro, why are you attacking people?
Disrespecting McCain as well, man. Republicans love McCain. Like,
soldiers don't play that either.
Nope. Yeah. I got a question for Smoove. Smoove. So my grandfather got hit by fire hoses, so you can sit your lazy ass at home and not even vote.
Bond, shut the fuck up. I'm not buying that. They got into weapons, so my ability to vote. Fuck voting. Fuck that bullshit. I'm not buying that bullshit.
Man.
You're not gonna make me feel guilty because I ain't voting. Look at the fucking numbers. I said a while ago it better be a blowout. And from what it looks like, it looks like a blowout. I live in New Jersey. What the fuck did it matter? It was gonna go blue anyway.
You can't think like that though.
Yep. My vote wouldn't have mattered. If I live in New York or New Jersey, right? In Connecticut, whatever, right? The states that typically they vote typically one direction. So it doesn't matter if I vote or not. Like, literally, did it matter? Did it really matter? Did it matter?
What if Jersey would have turned red and it was only decided by like one?
By one? BG, did you just talk about margin of error?
Listen. Not one. That's obviously an exaggeration, but I'm saying, man, like, every vote counts, man. Like, voting is very important.
Now, it counted in this election.
It matters, man.
Look how close it was.
No, but the thing is, my thing is, like, what does it matter if I voted?
I get what you're saying, because look, I live in New York. I voted, right? I know New York is gonna be blue. Like, I don't gotta. Like, I treat voting as like just taking a walk in the park. Like, I don't gotta do it. I don't really think it's, it's just to get out the house for me.
I wasn't risking my health for that bullshit. Nope.
Why? That's why you could have mailed in your vote.
I wasn't doing the mail-in bullshit. I would never mail in my vote.
This dude is just out of control.
Yeah. How out of control? It's over. It's over.
My great grandpappy died for this.
Because this
I guarantee you, New Jersey's not going to flip. New York's not going to flip. It's those swing states. It's the Pennsylvania bond states and all that shit.
Like, you talk about any politics because you didn't even vote.
Doesn't matter. I'll still talk about it.
Oh, you didn't vote.
Man.
I'm gonna keep talking about that shit.
Hey, I want to get into games.
Like, what y'all do? Who was that lady that said like, nah, it fucking matter? I didn't vote this election because I didn't fucking want to.
right,
So if
Smoove.
you want to vote, then don't talk
Yeah,
about
let's talk about PlayStation and Xbox, bro.
Yeah,
This is the
facts.
last week.
Facts. PlayStation and
This is the last
Xbox.
week game gen, bro. This is the last week game.
Hey.
I'm not like, I'm glad that, you know, here's the thing. This is how I look at it, right? No, let me, and I'll shut up for good at it. Here's the thing. Biden won. I accept it. I hope and pray that he does best for the country and for the individuals in this country so that we can live in and not, you know, we end up in wars and all this other bullshit that goes on. But I pray that he does his best. I don't wish a president does bad because I have to live in this fucking country.
Let me.
Trump, when he got elected, the first I was like,
Nah, yo, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through this. Don't.
No, but
The Senate is
No,
over.
no, I just want Smoove to finish because I don't want to get into it because we got.
Yeah, I bet you if the election was for the Xbox CEO, he would have voted.
No, it's not even that serious, dog.
Smoove, while you're at it, just do your intro.
Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? I am the best spot kid Smoove. Happy to be on another episode of Weapon Wheel Podcast. Missed you all last week, and yeah.
Okay, our guest Persona.
Hey, what's good, guys? Your boy Persona from Gaming with Persona. Real good to be here with the Weapon Wheel crew, and excited to talk about some news this week.
All right, cool. Bond.
I don't know what the fuck the Steelers are doing right now, but they need to start winning.
Why are you rooting for the Steelers?
Playing the Cowboys.
That's what's in.
Outside of that, it's about to be a very good week. Gonna have a PlayStation 5. Got a new NVMe M.2 2 terabyte drive
Here
coming.
we go. He's gonna start bragging.
And
Go ahead, Bond. Go ahead.
ascending to silver chain levels with a 3080 coming in on Monday.
Aight.
Okay.
Gotta have it for Cyberpunk, baby.
Aight.
So now you already know what's going to be happening. I gotta start clowning you welfare bums again.
Okay. Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, man? It's J Mega Games. Shout out to everybody enjoying it last week. Jen. Next week, a lot of fun. So I look forward to watching all you guys' content on Twitter. I'm here.
Jack.
Hello.
What's up, Jack? How you doing, Jack? Jack, low-key, my favorite panel member on Weapon Wheel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Titans win today, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Smoove is just really
We beat
enjoying
the
Jack's
boy
pain.
Nick, man. What's going on, yo?
Their offensive line is trash.
Nick couldn't give it up today, so.
All right. D-Batch is also coming on. He said he's just going to be
shit.
When y'all decide that?
Smoove don't read DMs at all,
Hey,
man.
why does that dude do disrespect the other week, yo?
Smoove doesn't read DMs. He doesn't watch anybody's videos. He doesn't.
Yo, I do. Bond, you upload during business hours, which is like I don't like. I'm sorry, dog. I never.
I be dropping.
Smoove argues on Twitter 24/7, but he doesn't.
Facts. Yo, facts, dog. I be making announcements in the Weapon Wheel DMs. Smoove arguing on Twitter all day, but he ain't seen nothing I said. Smoove, do you even know who's coming on next week?
Fuck. Hold on. No, I do know.
Okay, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
All right, I do know.
You checking that DM?
No.
It's one of Smoove's idols, but I don't know about it because idols become Smoove's rivals sometimes, like Red Dragon. Red Dragon was on that boy ass.
What's going on?
It is what it is, bro. Like I don't like. It is what it is. Like I'm not like I've said that, but I said that several times. I said that on the podcast. I said that in videos. I like Red Dragon, especially when he used to do YouTube videos. It's not because like has he been getting on my nerves lately? Yes, but he also hasn't been making content lately.
Why is he getting on your nerves?
Why is he getting on my nerve? Because he's doing fuck shit. So
what's fuck shit? Telling the truth?
Nothing. Telling that's not. Bond, we all know how you roll. You know. We all know how you roll. So I'm not even gonna.
So it's funny, here's how Smoove talks, man. You ever meet a fat guy? Lazy, out of shape, fat, broke, poor.
Hey, just say Jack name, dog.
That's like my name, bud. Just say my name.
Oh, no, my point is this. Smoove is the kind of guy, he goes to school, he gets educated, he gets a nice job, he's in shape, he gets a girl, a wife, family, and kids, and Smoove mad at him. Why are you mad at people for making better of their life? Why are you mad at people for recognizing shit and changing to something better?
So
he didn't change to anything. Like I don't understand. Like, do you guys think I'm mad? It's not. If Red Dragon did what he did and still made videos, I'd still be watching his videos. I think he has an interesting. I enjoy his coverage. You know what I mean? I just don't like. I think he right now he's being jaded, but a lot of people is being jaded. I just feel like he's doing too much, and it's not really necessary.
I noticed you stopped liking and retweeting crap gamer videos you used to do in the past.
The last time I tweeted out a crap gamer video was in 2014.
Bond is saying there's a pattern.
No. But crap, my issue with crap gamer started long before crap gamer didn't do his bandwagon shit until like fucking the end of 2019. I stopped following crap gamer in like 2014. Like, what are you talking about?
You know, the opposite is true too. All of a sudden, he's now following Bethesda accounts and everything.
Oh man.
Actually, I don't even think I'm following Bethesda. Thanks for reminding me, though.
Well. Let's get into the first topic. Let's talk about that blockbuster hit, that moneymaker called Marvel's Avengers.
The Avengers.
Marvel's Avengers. So Square Enix, I think they did their quarterly reports or something, because it was revealed to us that one, Avengers is a flop. That's confirmed. It's a big flop, flop. And they're losing a whole bunch of money from it, millions, from like the cost and probably the marketing, and how much the game has made so far ain't been cutting it. So the game's a flop. Like, I think they said like over 50 million or something. Like
63
Yeah,
million.
between 40 and 60 is being reported. Yep.
That's their losses.
Jimmy likes pancakes, though. I see him on that shit every night.
All right, man. I got these characters. I had to finish leveling them up, though. I ain't gonna cap about that.
Jimmy loved them pancakes.
So what quickly, what went wrong with Avengers?
It's a shitty ass game, and it didn't come out.
It released too early. It definitely released too early.
They definitely should have like took some time. I platinumed the game. Like, the game was fun for what it was at the time. Yo, man, it's enjoyable. Like, combat and stuff like that is good, but when it comes to the content, too slow. They're too slow on the content, man.
But it didn't release too early.
Yeah, no, it definitely released too early.
No, it released too early.
No, it released too early. They should let it cook some more.
That game should have been out when the movie was hot. It can't. When did Endgame come out? 2-3 years ago?
Damn, it's been that long already?
Nah,
Yeah.
I thought Endgame came out last year.
No, it was like over a year. Definitely over a year.
Over a year, yeah. I think Endgame was 2018, I think.
Yeah, the game needed to be exactly. The game needed to be out then, not now.
Honestly, if the game was done better, it could have came out any time. But it's like he said, it's a lack of content. Persona said it right.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
because they pushed
really like content.
They pushed the Kate Bishop and Hawkeye content back, and there was a lot of bugs in the game, a lot of things that they needed to fix. The fact you couldn't replay the story after the fact. The end game, like when you got to the end game, it was really good for the time. But the problem was that it got stale too quickly, and it was nothing to subsidize it after you played through the content. Like I said, I put like maybe 150 hours into the game, trying to get the platinum, redoing the hives and stuff like that. But there's certain things, like the more you play it, you're like, damn, man, why isn't this in the game? Why isn't that in the game? They definitely should have put more in there. And the fact that, it's something that Ghost of Tsushima Legends does really well. No matter what, you can play as any character. So if there's 3 Ronins on your team, that's perfect. The problem with Avengers is you can only play with one of the characters. So there can only be one Miss Marvel, one Iron Man, and things like that. That fucks up the matchmaking process and things like that. So it really does slow up. And they just fucked up. They messed up on it.
Another thing that's a problem is they made this instead of the next DSS game, which sucks.
Yeah,
but now you think about it, that would have flopped too because it would have been coming out around CyberPunk.
The last one flopped. I don't think they're gonna make another one.
It didn't flop. It just didn't make them the money they wanted.
It didn't make more than the first one.
The main problem with the Marvel's Avengers game that would have helped it go do what they wanted it to do. They should have had a character customization where you could create a character. That would have saved this game from being as bad as it is.
I don't even know if that would have done it.
No, it would have. It would have. And plus, when you get gear, no matter what gear you equip, you look the same. It was just little things like that they should have did.
I think if they had taken an extra year, gotten rid of all the bugs, that's one, and had a more aggressive roadmap. Like to keep a game like this alive, you have to say we're releasing a new Marvel character in the game once
Every
like
month.
almost every month. Okay, Kate Bishop. Okay, then I don't know, Iron Fist. Okay, any random character, it doesn't matter who it is, but you got to drop a character at least once a month. You got to.
Well, they should have had Kate Bishop's story in the same month that the game released. That's I think where they messed up because they were talking about Kate Bishop is coming. Originally, it was coming at the end of October. I'm like, bro, this game comes out September 4th. Nah, you can't do that. you gotta speed that up a little bit.
Why does anybody care about Kate Bishop?
Nobody, I didn't, but
It
it's content, you know.
As content, yeah.
Because it would have been her story, and that'd have been like more story content and stuff you could play.
Hawkeye's kid.
I agree with you.
Nobody,
with you,
but I mean, it's another character,
content.
so
Yeah, content is content. I mean, shit.
We'll take. Yeah,
like right now, they still ain't got no content.
Jack, you okay over there? You sound like an Xbox fan right now.
Hey man, I mean, shit.
Talk about content is content.
I mean, with some shit like that, you need all you can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Moving on from that. What else we had? Just to touch on this, so the Switch sales this is like the only Switch topic. Switch hit 68.3 million. It's actually outpacing the PlayStation 4 at the same time in its lifestyle, I believe is the news. So we clapping for Nintendo, applause for the Switch, or like
man, gotta give it to them. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, that's it. All right, cool.
I gotta give it to a company that could sell games that no one wanted to play on a Wii U.
It's true.
No room in that handheld market.
Yeah, they run that market for sure.
Okay, well, shout out to the Switch, even though it's been
what Nintendo
pretty dry. A whole bunch of remakes and remasters,
Bro,
which Nintendo fans don't like.
That Mario remake shit, remaster shit, bro. That shit sold. I think
so crazy.
Yeah, it did well.
It sold like 5 million in like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, because Nintendo fans are cucks.
But then they gassed it by saying it was limited. Then they gassed it up.
It's limited.
Yeah, it's limited.
It came out September 18th. By the end of September, it had already sold over 5 million.
I'm still trying to figure out how people aren't mad about a limited release like that. Like, if any other company did this, they'd be like riots in the street.
Pardon me, I mean control. People was buying more than one copy.
Yeah,
just because they heard it was limited. That's what did that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I saw those pictures on Twitter with y'all in the mall with 2 copies.
Right. It was also announced that Assassin's Creed is getting a Netflix series. Some of this stuff happened, the week before, but we were here. No, I think this is it. Listen, if you want to do video games, right, they can't be movies. They gotta be shows, man. So they may get it right with this one.
That's 2 Netflix series Ubisoft is making now.
What's the other one?
Splinter Cell.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, you got to do series, man. Like that's the mistake. Honestly, Uncharted making that you can't do that right.
Would you want to watch an Uncharted TV show though?
No, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they fucked either way, yo.
If you were gonna do it, it would have to be a series to do it right. So
I think that Last of Us series is gonna be pretty good though.
Yeah, Last
of Us is gonna be fire.
We got 1,000 viewers and 200 likes. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, right. Please hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button.
We're gonna pause this shit like Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
You watch Kevin Samuels?
Yeah.
You be like, rub me my likes. I was at least 50%.
Rub me my likes.
Yeah, that is the most entertaining channel on YouTube right now.
That's a fact, man. That guy is funny as
hell.
That's
the Cyberpunk 2077 delay. Just because 2 weeks passed don't mean I forgot now.
Yo, that's crazy because they got posters everywhere with the wrong date now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hey,
in case you didn't notice, BG, Baron lost again this week, so there's a high possibility that it could get delayed again.
Yeah, Bond has a theory that every time Baron loses one of his matches, loses one of his wrestling matches, that it's gonna get delayed. So.
Did Baron win since he's been in?
Hold on. Let me go over this real quick. I've seen Baron lose to a neck breaker.
Man,
he lost to a snapmare, and he lost to a headlock one. He submitted to a headlock one time too.
So what's this role y'all call wrestlers whose career is just about building others' careers up? What are they called? Jobbers. Damn. So
he's doing a job right now. He'll be out.
You gotta pay your dues. You gotta lose before you win.
Yes, sir.
Nah, they ain't gonna be doing me like
gonna
that. Shit, I'll force the win.
Are you gonna go with the underdog story when
Fucking
they do
Owen
a
Hart
story?
Stone Cold somebody. Fucking you gonna take
when you gonna
Hold on. You know Stone Cold and Owen were both job guys. Everybody was a job guy to start.
The Rock was at 1.2, I believe, right? Really early.
Everybody gets an underdog story.
crazy L's, dog. Like,
That's how they do it. They do the underdog story to get them popular. You know, they lose a bunch of times and then start winning.
yeah, but he can't win just a regular match.
No, he got news.
I mean, I can see losing every pay-per-view or major, but you can't win like, I mean, damn.
Hold on.
Pay-per-views, I don't think.
Putting Baron on pay-per-view?
Yeah, they gotta build his way up.
I mean, damn though, like shit.
He might be in the crowd on a pay-per-view, but he ain't gonna get in the ring on a pay-per-view. Come on. He's submitted to a headlock.
Damn.
Wait, don't distract me from slandering CD Projekt
Cyberpunk. Yeah, let's talk about Cyberpunk.
So the game got delayed again, and good old BG called it, and people were mad at me. I just called it how I see it. I knew the game was gonna get delayed again, even though they said no more delays, no microtransactions, they tell y'all know everything and then do it the next week. So I'm laughing at y'all.
They've literally gone back on their word with everything, microtransactions, everything. Man. It's crazy.
Man,
big business.
These people. This is their gods, though. These are their kings.
But this is why I said like with this company, like I played Witcher 3. I think it's trash, and
wow.
I'm just like, yo, I don't know how everyone is putting this developer at this higher level when a lot of you first game with this with CD Projekt Red is Witcher 3. A lot of y'all didn't play Witcher 2 and Witcher 1, but you saying they're the best because they come off as friendly to the gamer. No one's friendly. They're a company trying to make money just like everybody else. So like that whole we all friends stuff. Listen, man, stop it. They trying to make money. That's it.
Yeah. That's
Yo, Bond, you worried about this game yet? Because it's not looking good, bro.
I'm not worried about it. You know why I'm not worried
It's
about
not
it?
looking good. I'm telling you, it ain't looking good. All right.
You know why I'm not worried about it?
I'm waiting.
Because there's a refund
But
button.
you got a new graphics card.
Oh, it's better than a refund button. It's a free button.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. You threw that out there? I'm surprised to hear that.
You talking about Smoove?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Wait. What? Say that again. What I
You
missed?
saying you gonna buy it for him?
What am I? Shit.
How many games you show buying, yo? How many games you own?
Word. It seems like he always owes some games.
God damn.
Well, he had paid all of his debts to society. Remember the Lakers playoff run?
Oh man.
Bond, I'm giving you a warning, bro. I don't know if you saw that video I sent you in the DM. That shit don't look good, bro.
Well, like I said, if it's not good, I ain't paid for it.
Smoove's been in debt to this nigga for like a whole year, bro.
Like 2 years.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, ever since the fucking Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, ever since that bullshit.
Ever since the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
And we still have 2 pending bets too.
When you look on Smoove credit report, you see this nigga Bond face. Shit crazy.
What, your bar got hard inquiries on him? Damn.
Pending approval. This shit is crazy.
We still got 2 more bets going. Bet number 1 is, well, he can't win. There's no way he can win this next bet coming out. He can only hope that it cancels.
And Bond dropping off in 24 months.
It's the Game Awards. Cyberpunk versus Halo. But I don't even
Cyberpunk can't get nominated because it got delayed out of its window.
So Smoove didn't lose a bet. That's the first time ever. He didn't lose. And the final bet would be, what is that game? Starfield. He thinks it will release in 2021. I don't think it will.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
Nah.
That man got you in future. Oh, Jesus.
That's the last like bet like
You've been saying it for like 2 years though, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I'm also stating right now, Smoove, if you want to bet with me ever again, these bets must cover $70 games.
Yeah, that's why I ain't betting no more. Like, see if because thanks PlayStation. So
these bets got to cover $70 because I can't be getting $60 and still having to be paying money. That ain't cool.
Okay.
Sheesh.
All right. The Medium got delayed. which was that exclusive game where you're like in 2 dimensions and everything like that. Nothing from it looked impressive to me. But it got delayed till 2021. Listen,
the Falconeer came out, right?
That comes out at launch on the 10th, Tuesday.
Oh, well,
that game looks like trash. I bet you it scores in the 60s, like a typical Xbox.
It is.
I think it already got a Metacritic.
Yeah, it's in the 60s on Metacritic.
Oh,
God.
But
listen, I didn't even know this, but the people who made making the medium, they're the same dudes who made Blair Witch, apparently, which was trash.
Hell.
Yeah. They don't know what they're doing.
So hold on, Microsoft is still making.
Why?
Microsoft is still making games that review in the 60s.
Yes,
Microsoft aren't responsible for those games. They don't make them games. Those aren't first party games.
They just co-signed them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's got the branding all over it, so it's by association.
That stench, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, not like that.
But yeah, I'm not worried about that. But I know there's some senile people comparing games like the Falconeer to like Spider-Man. So I mean,
What else do you have?
So compare.
there's why is it necessary to compare it to? Why don't you compare it to Spider-Man? Like that makes no sense. Like, let me make the Falconeer. Let me compare it to Spider. But why? Why is that necessary?
So Smoove, what should we compare Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox?
You don't need to compare it to an Xbox game.
Oh yes, you do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
So what you're telling me is Microsoft has nothing to compare to
It
Spider-Man.
doesn't need anything to compare to Spider-Man. Play your fucking Spider-Man and mind your damn business.
Hey,
This
man,
man just
let them know.
he
Smoove.
got nothing.
Let them know.
But I mean,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, I was gonna comment on the medium. My bad. So their delay, because they ain't doing shit to the fucking game. Their delay, honestly, was just showing Cyberpunk too much damn respect, and it wasn't even necessary.
You think they delayed just because of Cyberpunk, bro?
Yes, absolutely.
That game has no effect on Cyberpunk, though.
I know, but that's how they said. They said they threw a little bit of COVID in there, and then they say other release as well as other releases.
So you think somebody's saying like I'm either getting the medium or Cyberpunk?
No, hey, the average person ain't, but Bloober team is they want
name.
to get away from that.
They threw some COVID in there. You tripping, bro? You about crazy as shit.
It's ridiculous. You already know the excuse I'm gonna make is Cyberpunk sucks, right?
What's the excuse? Oh, Xbox.
Yep, another Microsoft.
Yeah, I know that's coming.
Marketing agreement that they fucked up.
Xbox had marketing for The Witcher 3 as well. They remember Xbox users got an exclusive cloth.
Wow.
But it was they had marketing.
You wipe your ass with that Smoove?
I didn't buy The Witcher 3. Like I don't even know how I own it, but I didn't buy it.
Oh, speaking of which, we had 1,000 likes last week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all up to re-Andy for these game streams again.
Yeah,
Everybody did they stream?
I did.
I think we all did. I was the last one, wasn't
Did
I?
Jimmy did one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What you did, Jimmy?
Battletoads.
Yeah, he did
Oh
Battle.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shit.
He did.
I did
Don't
ODS,
try to use me as an excuse.
and I did ODST.
Okay.
So yeah, we all got to put. I already know what I'm voting for. I know what I want to see.
Okay. Well, yeah, I still got to put that up. Other than that, Godfall is pretty much confirmed to be a 6-month PlayStation PS5 exclusive. It will probably go to Xbox, after this 6 months is up. But we all knew that was like a timed exclusive. I mean, it's on PC, so if you consider it exclusive right now. But yeah, after 6 months, that deal is probably up.
What is with all these people saying that Sony's not concentrating on Japan anymore?
I've been seeing that.
It's honestly, all right. There are signs that point to it for the simple fact that they converted all their stuff over here.
Yeah, the control scheme.
They changed the control scheme to more westernized.
First time ever too.
Yep. After it being 20? Yeah, since PlayStation, 25 years. Yeah. So like, there's like reports. Obviously, remember all the mergers and people leaving. Remember they did all that reorg. With all like kind of like how their whole starting five is gone.
Wait a second. So because they changed the control scheme,
No,
that
that
means
was-
they abandoning Japanese?
No, that was just one of the things, and as well as that their business, how they've moving everything more so to what they're letting the Sony of America kind of take lead.
Headquarters be the
Be
main
the-
They're pumping up.
focus.
They're pumping up.
The Japanese influencers were the first ones to get their hands on the PS5.
Yeah, that has nothing to really do anything, but that's just like that doesn't really mean anything. But yeah,
How does that mean anything? They get to play the next gen
no,
console.
I'm talking about Sony overall, not just like PlayStation 5, but Sony overall.
You know, probably made this shit up is them dudes that like like Black D Gamer and all them guys.
Persona, I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
Final Fantasy 16. What's
Mhm.
this that coming out on?
That's coming out on PS5.
Is it coming out on Xbox?
No.
Well, that piece of shit anyway. We got Bethesda. Hold on here.
Wait, you think Bethesda's better than Square Enix? Come on.
Square Enix is so
Smoove, you want to
the only game I like from Square Enix is Tomb Raider. Fuck, they can have everything else.
I need to finish my point. Why isn't it coming out on Xbox?
Because we don't want that shit.
I'm assuming because PlayStation did a marketing deal.
Oh, so why would PlayStation, a company not trying to appeal to Japanese, make a marketing deal with Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy doesn't sell in America?
Yeah, it does, but it also sells in Japan as well.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it sells a lot in America.
Why the hell did you say it doesn't sell in America?
I didn't say it doesn't sell in America. I said I bet it sells a lot in America. Look at what happened with Final Fantasy 7. So of course they were going to bend their butt cheeks over for the motherfuckers again.
Wait a second.
Final Fantasy is like the second best sell, or after Pokemon and Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy is probably the best selling game in Japan.
But it's a very top seller in America.
But does PlayStation really need to focus?
popular in
Does PlayStation really need to focus on in Japan? Like I always
No,
look at that as like,
they're getting dog walked by Nintendo, so they're not really about that life right now. So
because but I don't think they really have to do anything. Is like. What really like what extra effort do they have to do to like really sell in Japan?
Market share over there.
Yes, I mean, and PlayStation is either like second or either always first or second in appeal in Japan. Like,
Well, yeah, Xbox doesn't exist there.
yeah, so it's like
Xbox Series is sold out there.
that's my thing. Like whether they appeal to the Japanese or not, they're like at the worst, they're always going to be second. Like Microsoft could try to appeal to them all they want,
which is losing.
Okay.
Being second in Japan means you lost.
Yeah.
So they are trying to fight against Nintendo in Japan, as they should. I mean, they can't be like Xbox, which is last in every region in the world.
mm-hmm.
Dead last.
Oh no.
Also in Japan, man, Japan is very big handheld market. A lot of them game on handhelds off their phones and all that stuff. So, home consoles, they still sell out there, but Nintendo's gonna have that market kind of sold up.
Okay.
Want
to talk about move to a game, Watch Dogs Legion, that came out last week, I believe it was, and I haven't played it yet because I'm still I'm gonna be playing. I'm waiting for this 3090 pretty much to arrive. So.
You got it on order?
Yeah, I got it. Managed to get it.
Okay, Gold Shannon, I see you. Where you at, Jimmy?
No,
Wait, BG, didn't you just have a 3080?
No, I never had a 3090.
No, so we're just targeting the 3090 this entire time?
Yeah, I came to the conclusion that I wanted. I still got my 2080 Ti, so I'm still on. So I feel broke. I feel like a bum right now. But yeah, so
with the 2080 Ti.
Yes, I do. So yeah, I didn't get to play Watch Dogs yet. I think the game. I've always thought the game looks good. I like the concept. Smoove, you played it, and I don't know who else played it. But what do y'all think about it?
Yeah, I got a review up on it. I had the game. Ubisoft came through for the boy. But I like I really like the game. It's out of the series so far is definitely one of my it's my favorite one. I feel like it has a lot of potential, and I can't wait to play it on the new consoles when they make it look a little bit better. But in terms of I'll say this, it's not doing really anything. I guess nothing new to impress people that aren't fans of the Watch Dogs series. There's things that I like about it, and I think the things that they changed did to the game is more so to cover things that people didn't like previously about the game. The biggest complaints from people were, they don't like their main protagonist, like Aiden and what's the other dude named Marcus or some shit like that. They just weren't like, I guess, favorable on people that played those games. So they eliminated that problem by just saying, all right, play as whoever you want. The concept is cool. They have the option of playing with permadeath, which kind of make you play careful with each person that you do recruit, because not everybody does the same exact thing. In terms of, I want to say like combat and everything, I feel like that's all pretty much familiar between the last two Watch Dogs games. The gameplay loop is fun, but it does get repetitive after a while. The thing that sort of like helps it is that you can do missions like sort of different. You don't have to there's missions you can do without stepping foot in the building. You can do everything honestly from hacking just from cameras, drones, or robot spiders, or you can go in guns blazing. And I've said plenty of times, I like being like senseless sometimes with video games where I can just go and do whatever I want. But it gives you that option. There's just this level of freedom that's there. In terms of like the story, is not as serious as Watch Dogs 1, but it's not as goofy as Watch Dogs 2. I feel like there's a right balance in between it. And they it kept me intrigued. I recommend anybody play it. It's going to be on sale this Black Friday. So if you see it on sale, pick it up. And of course, for PS5 and the Xbox Series, it's going to have ray tracing. So
yeah, but it runs at unplayable frame rates.
During my playthrough, it's definitely a lot of. I've seen a lot of pop in.
Are you talking about for current gen? Yeah. There's if you're playing on, like I said, if you're playing on like PS4 and Xbox One, then it's gonna be like Watch Dogs S frame rate and screen tearing. So that's why I said
they should wait for the
want to see what the next gen version is.
Now the game recently released a patch to fix a lot of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I got to interject here. Watch Dogs on PS5 and Xbox Series X runs at 30 frames.
Yeah, correct.
That is unplayable.
There you go. Oh man, it doesn't have an option mode like all these other games.
No, they opted just for the ray tracing and whatnot. But the thing is, what I do respect about with Ubisoft, how they treat next gen, they are exploring different features. Like, with Watch Dogs, they're doing ray tracing. With Assassin's Creed, they're doing 60 frames per second. And I think even the same thing for like Phoenix Rising, Far Cry, and the other game they got coming out. So I don't know. I think I'm looking forward to their games this year.
Okay. I guess jump in real quick about Watch Dogs. I think. What's up, man? I'm sorry for the late arrival, guys. I think it's a missed opportunity with them not having a 60 frames per second mode on Watch Dogs. 30 frames per second, like, we're going to turn, like, obviously you got no choice with this game, but if I had a choice, I would turn it on, see the performance on the console, maybe play a few levels like that, but you need the option of having 60 frames per second. I truly think that the next generation is defined mostly, of course, the better textures, a better resolution, hopefully new ways to play these games, but 60 frames per second is definitely a big part of that, and I think it's a big mistake not having 60 frames per second on Watch Dogs.
Facts.
Yeah, I would have preferred the frame rate over ray tracing, honestly, but.
Okay, so the only way you can get 60 frames is at least still on PC.
Like every game should be a minimum of 30. I mean, a minimum of 60.
Even on PC, I have an RTX 3080, and if I don't enable DLSS in that game, I'm getting like 4K 36, 37 frames per second. So the fact that I have an option, obviously, because it's PC of 60 frames per second, it's a deal breaker for that game. And if I didn't have a card that's capable of doing DLSS to get me at 60 frames per second, that would really hamper my experience of that game. Like that's a reason why I kind of stopped playing like both the PlayStation 4, the Pro, and the Xbox One X for the last, I would say, at least 12 months. Like, I've been on it, but I've hardly been on them because of the 30 frames per second. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait till next gen so I can, enjoy these games at 60 frames per second. Same with someone like The Last of Us Part 2. I got halfway through it. Ghost of Tsushima, I got halfway through and I said, screw it. I'm going to wait till the PlayStation 5 comes out so I can enjoy these at 60 frames per second. I think a lot of console guys, when they finally get to experience 60 frames per second, they're going to understand what we've been talking about all along, and they're going to see a huge difference in your gaming experience.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, moving on to the other game that was released. This is only on PC and Xbox. Xbox right now because I think the PlayStation version comes out next year. Yakuza Like a Dragon. So I don't know. Like I wanted to like this Yakuza game because it's different from the typical ones. I didn't buy it, but like when I look at the gameplay, it's a little bit too goofy for me. You know, it kind of has that like Japanese sense of humor in it.
In a game where you're fake ass catching Pokemon. What are you talking about?
Nah. Listen, see, Pokemon still has like a. What's crazy, but Pokemon still has a serious theme, as goofy as it is.
Hold on. So
Pokemon can have serious themes. Like
you play a fictional version of Michael Vick, and you call him that serious?
Oh man.
Oh no.
Listen.
That's all Pokemon is. You are Michael Vick. You are capturing dogs. You are fighting dogs that have special powers.
Yeah, that's pretty serious. They might want to start rating this game M for mature. I'm just saying. Listen, the point is that like when I look at the gameplay of Yakuza Like a Dragon, they going into battle, they slapping people with like golf clubs and giant fish, like giant salmon and all this goofy stuff. Like they got on like ballerina outfits and it's just weird. It's that Japanese sense of humor. And I'm like, I can't get down with this. It's weird.
Hold on. Another question. You see this shit in New York every day.
Oh, here you go. So did anybody else got any opinions on Yakuza Like a Dragon if they played it?
I haven't played it, but I'm like you. It just looks kind of goofy. I don't like the game mechanics of it. It's just like it's like kind of turn-based kind of thing, and it's just it's not for me, man.
Yeah. I'm playing Yakuza 2 Kiwami right now. I mean, there's some goofy shit in it, but the main character is anything but dead ass serious.
Yep.
He won't play no games.
Okay. All right. Cool. So y'all remember?
You still getting it, Smoove?
You said what?
You still getting Yakuza 6?
Nah. Not till it goes to Game Pass.
Not till you.
That was that bait right there.
You gotta wait till you can swipe his EBT card on it.
Stupid. All right. So y'all remember that faceplate company that announced?
Yeah, bro.
They were selling PlayStation faceplates, and they were getting a lot of attention. Sony shut that whole thing down. They were called PlateStation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sony shut that down, and now they had to change their name and create a whole new website, and they can't even sell the faceplates no more. Now they're selling just skins. Either like
I brought one and got an email telling me that it was a copyright infringement.
Yeah, they refunded everybody. So now they're just selling pretty much skins because Sony shut that whole thing down, and it ain't happening no more.
I saw people on Twitter complaining that PlayStation had no right to do that, but you do realize they actually literally own the IP and the design of the face.
Yeah, the patent. They own the patent.
Yeah, they're within their full rights to do that. I don't see the issue.
Yeah, but it's kind of petty. They are in their full rights to do it, but it's petty as fuck. And honest to tell you, if Sony's gonna do that, then they better have some side place that they're gonna offer to the public because
license it out too.
But the thing is, if a company came out and made their own Joy-Cons, Nintendo would shut them the fuck down, and nobody would have an issue with that.
That was D that said, "Yo, D, you gotta."
What about when the new iPhone comes out and then you got all these, companies making like cases and shit fitted for those iPhones and shit
No,
like that?
no. Hold on, y'all gotta understand.
If you made an actual shell for the iPhone, I'm sure they would shut that down.
No, that's what I'm about to say. Y'all gotta understand that gets into a tech issue because that could be interfering with the way it's cooled and all of that. The material that they're using to make the show, we don't know if that's something wet in it. We don't know what it is.
They own the copyright to the shape and design of the shell, and they're not going to let anybody else make money off it.
And
They're going to do it themselves.
I think if they were smart, the better solution would have been them reaching out to them and having some type of licensing agreement, keep them in business.
Y'all not even
Well,
listening.
why couldn't the company do that though? Why couldn't they reach out to PlayStation?
Yeah, they didn't do their due
you know, we
diligence.
wanna.
No,
make,
y'all not. No, it could be. Hello?
Why is it PlayStation's job? To do
Okay,
that?
y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
It could be a quality control issue. Y'all do understand that, right?
Absolutely.
What's what I'm saying? The console ain't even out yet, and they selling faceplates. Like, can we get the consoles first? Like, are you testing these to make sure that
Exactly? That's what
it's a combination of things with that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I do think it would have been better for Sony to be like, listen, threaten them a little bit. Like, listen, we could shut you down, but we'd rather work with you and do this licensing thing. Because then you as the company, even though there is like the quality issue, you as the company could still be like, we'll give you permission to do this. And you could just make the money a percentage from it without you having to like make the product yourself. And as far as like the quality issue, I mean, there's a whole bunch of third-party devices that are kind of trash, but we don't judge PlayStation or Xbox for that product being trash because we know PlayStation or Xbox doesn't make it.
I know when I used to work in a repair shop repairing Xboxes, I would tell people, don't repair the third light if that red light comes on for the overheating, because the thermal paste that we used was not the same thermal paste that Microsoft used. So if you repaired it because it didn't have lead in the thermal paste, the overheating will come back, and we knew that. So sometimes it's about the materials that they use. Like with the 3D printers, the plastic that they're using is not going to be the same plastic that's on the PlayStation when you buy it. So it could be an issue where that might not be a good idea to put that on your PlayStation. It may cause another issue for your PlayStation. So it's a lot of reasons for them to say no to it.
Okay. So yeah, they're pretty much shut down. They only selling skins now. So yeah. Mass Effect Legendary Collection I don't think it was officially announced. I think it's a leak.
And skins are a bad thing to put on consoles, by the way.
Hold on, did y'all talk about Watch Dogs getting a remaster too? Y'all talk about that?
Oh yeah, the original one.
Complete edition.
Yeah.
Okay, so that and Mass Effect. Some people were hoping like maybe this means that they're gonna give us Watch Dogs in the original form that we saw it at E3. That ain't gonna happen either.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not gonna
happen. Y'all did see what happened with Prince of Persia.
Maybe they get closer because it wasn't close at all from the shit we saw at E3.
Yeah. If it looked like, bruh,
Prince of Persia.
Well, Prince of Persia, I don't know.
I was gonna say, looking at Prince of Persia, I don't know if Ubisoft can do it with a remaster.
I told you they have more coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and get that Watch Dogs complete edition. The first one was a great game.
Look, I don't care about Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect is another, overrated
excellent
series.
Game. Another excellent game.
I don't want to make people butthurt like I usually do. I had, fan bases coming after me on Twitter. They were big salty, big mad. They were tilted. It was the Kojima stands again. I had them. I had them on tilt this week again. You know how they do. They were salty.
Does not play a lot of good games.
Mass Effect is really good. That's a really good game.
That is cap, sir.
The first one is the best RPG. The second one's the best game.
Yeah.
The third one's kind of a combination of the two.
Yep.
The ending though, in the third one.
Wow, the Chargers just got fucked over.
Are they doing anything to those games? Like,
yeah, I think they're remastering them.
Yeah, but like, is it like one of those like?
It's not a remake. It's not a remake.
PC version with mods, Smoove. That's pretty much all it's going to be.
Oh, okay.
Which probably means they're making another Mass Effect game.
Yeah, but they still owe us another Anthem and Dragon Age and
that first Mass Effect aged badly though.
They can put that Anthem to rest.
They were supposed to reboot Anthem.
It is still coming. That's still coming. 2.0. Yeah, it's still coming.
Anthem was a good game. I thought the mechanics, like everything was great about that game except for the story and it got kind of repetitive.
The content was like
content problems.
Yeah, but it was a good idea though. It really was.
The content was worse than Avengers.
Yeah, people can say what they want. That flying mechanic. It was
it.
I still haven't played a better game with a flight mechanic. I still haven't.
I agree with that.
So hold on.
Iron Man's flight mechanic in Avengers is pretty good too. It's very reminiscent.
It still wasn't better than Anthem though.
Yep, it wasn't better.
All these good games, but yet you playing Anthem.
I did. I did. That flying mechanic, listen, bro, I didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's the only thing they got right. 100% right. Yep.
Yeah, some games is gonna learn from that. They like you got flight in your games. Don't take nothing else from Anthem, but take that flight. Take that mechanic and how they did it.
And the game looked good, man. Like it's a good looking.
Yeah,
game.
it did. It did.
Yeah. And the strongholds were pretty fun as well. It's just there was only 3 or 2.
Yeah,
2 or
content
3.
was the main problem for that game.
Yeah, definitely was.
I don't know. People, these publishers got to stop trying to jump on that Destiny thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like everyone who tries, they just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like there's too many failures. in that department.
Yeah.
I don't know only games that have been good to the Division and Destiny.
I don't get the Destiny type, to be honest with you. I don't know. I find that game, I don't know, man. The grinding, hey, God bless you all that love that game, but the grinding in that game, it's just the same shit over and over again. At least with Division, there's a little. Division just isn't as bad, the repetitive for me as Destiny, man. Destiny, I like the shooting mechanics. Yes, if you like Halo, of course you're gonna like the way it handles. But apart from those similarities, I don't know, man. Destiny's kind of trash to me. I know I'm gonna get hate for it, but that's just my opinion, man.
You know what the funny thing about that is, D? World of Warcraft is for dorks. All you do is the same raids and the same quests. Oh, my bad. Isn't that what you do with Destiny?
Yeah.
Destiny's got quite a few raids and strikes and the Crucible and Trials and Iron Banner, and it's a lot to do in there. And they got the exotic punks and all that stuff. It's a lot.
Warcraft for dude bros.
And then they have like the seasons every 3 months that there's new content and new public events and stuff you can do. It's a lot. It's a lot in the game.
It's World of Warcraft for dude bros.
All right. I want to get into some of this, PS5, Xbox Series S X talk. We got a lot more information this week. Embargoes were lifted and everything like that. But the first thing I want to touch on with all of these, both of these consoles, is the loading times, right? So we saw the loading times. So specifically within the PlayStation, ecosystem, the PS4 games look really good on PS5, and the loading times are really good, on PS5. As much as I, dislike Days Gone, I saw some Days Gone at 4K 60, and it looks like an entirely different game. I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm considering trying it again, but I still think that gameplay is mid, and 4K 60 ain't necessarily gonna improve that. But with the load times, right? Because PlayStation dudes did a whole bunch of bragging about this SSD, and we saw the Xbox Series X specifically. I don't know if it was the S also. It might have been also the S. And on a lot of these other games, third-party games, of course, it ended up having better load times. I saw people give reasoning. It could be complete damage control. I don't know, but they were saying it's pretty much because the backwards compatible games weren't optimized for the PlayStation SSD, and going forward, like future, actual next gen games are gonna have the PlayStation should have better load times, but that could be complete damage control. So I don't know.
I mean, but you have to look at
it is damage control. For the simple, not saying that it's like, here's the thing. People is assuming that backwards compatible games are optimized on the Series X. They're not. They're just running. They're just booting. They said that several times. Every game that when we first started seeing stuff run on a Series X, and everybody kept complaining, why is backwards compatible? Why is it? When they kept doing quick resume and the load time, they kept saying, oh, it's just running. This has not been touched. It's just running off the SSD and all this other stuff. So that's all of it. And the same thing with the PlayStation. It's just that the Xbox, the Xbox is just handling those games a little bit faster than what the PlayStation is. And it's not, and everybody want to say old games. I don't consider these games, though. They're current games. Right now, the games that come out in 2020 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they're going to operate the same on the Series X and PS5. They're just going to load faster. And so it's not about optimization. Nobody has done anything different to backwards compatible games on any of these platforms to make them load faster. The only difference internally, Microsoft tested all their games to make sure they work. PlayStation didn't really test all those games. That's why they put the disclaimers there.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's and at first I was on the fence on this, but the more I looked into it, I kind of realized it's a great possibility. I think it's partly to do with the CPU in the Xbox Series X. It's faster, so I think for the backwards compatible games, this also helps with them loading faster. The Xbox Series X also has faster RAM. I think this also is in part to that as well. As well. Let me turn this down. Full off. My bad. As well as Microsoft just having experience with Windows, the operating system, all of their drivers, and they're used to that system. They're used to that ecosystem. I think the experience also helps them with the Xbox Series X. I think when the PlayStation 5, I think next generation games, we are going to see a difference in the load times. I think they're going to load a lot faster.
Oh, we are seeing the difference. I mean,
I agree with that.
Spider-Man, look at Demon Souls, look at Astro Boy, look at Godfall. Like all these games are loading in 2, 3, 4 seconds.
But
right?
but a lot
like
of
that's the stuff that needs to be highlighted. That's the stuff
that's true. But at the same time, you have to take a look, because the SSD on paper, it is faster than the SSD that's found in the Xbox Series X. It's just a fact. Now, Xbox is using compression and all kinds of different stuff and velocity, to increase their I/O throughput. So,
what games are Xbox are loading in 2 seconds?
Well, we haven't seen any. We don't really know. We haven't seen
everything you're saying is circumstantial.
No, not really, because
next gen.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just finish my point here. So on paper, the SSD on the PlayStation 5 is faster. Now, like I said, Microsoft is going to do all of these improvements with the velocity architecture. So we're going to have to see how that plays out in practice. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I think when it's all said and done, I do think that the PlayStation will have a lot of games that load faster, like third-party games, that load faster on the PlayStation 5 than they do on the Xbox Series X. But I don't think it's going to be this big gulf that everybody thinks because of the PlayStation 5's extra speed. I think it's going to be a difference of like 2 to 3 to 4 seconds of it loading faster on the PlayStation 5. So people need to kind of slow down with this. Both systems have fast SSDs.
Because they did show like 5 games where the PlayStation was slower on, loading.
I got something to say about this, right?
Yeah.
Now, the thing about this is that, like BG said, a lot of people making a big deal. Mark Cerny himself making a big deal out of his SSD. And like Persona said, we are seeing the results on PS5 games. New games. I'll give them that. New games is absolutely beautiful. Bon appetit, goddamn. But listen, right? You cannot be objective and sit here and tell me that when you see how these are operating, because at these first 2 or 3 years, we're going to be playing, and further on, we're going to be playing a lot of these older games that are going to be running way better performance-wise, but the discrepancy between the load times is actually kind of shocking and disappointing if you're a PlayStation guy. It just is, bro. It's no reason that first of all, the SSD is better, but like D said, everything else is better than the fucking Xbox. Like, this shit is loading like 30 seconds faster, a minute fast. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is crazy, bro. Witcher load up in 10, 15 seconds on fucking Xbox, and you put on PlayStation, it take like 50 seconds. Like, come on, bro. This is a world class. When we release this, ain't no SSD on PC gonna be this fast. Oh, real shit. Oh, shit, I need that. Xbox loading shit faster, unpatched. It's something wrong, bro. Now, I'm not a tech guy. I don't know if it's other shit that goes into what's going on with the SSD, but I'm a little bit shocked and disappointed by it. I
think the other part of it that you have to look at it like this as well. The games that are running off of the PlayStation 5 are running off of externals. They're not saved onto the PlayStation as well.
No, they're not. Nah, those were all internals. They were comparing internal versus internal.
Guys, y'all. There's one thing y'all are forgetting. I heard everything y'all said. There's one thing that is a reason for this. They did say it's the compression technique. So in time, the PlayStation may change the compression and it'll change around. So you just got to give them time once the consoles come out.
That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter for the old games though, because these are just.
Oh yes, it does. Yes, it does.
They put it on hold.
Hold on. I'm not gonna argue with you because I know you know what you know. You got this thing, but
the first party games got put.
No. Let me just say this. The Last of Us is a prime example of what I'm saying. If you go look at what they just did with that, so that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, give it time. You guys will see what I'm saying. But the way the games are loaded.
I don't think all the tools are ready though, because this is
they're not.
At launch, you're not able to use an external SSD in that storage base. So clearly, they're not up to speed with everything yet. There's some updates like variable refresh rate is missing also as well. So
Right.
different things are gonna have to work out, you know.
Right.
Here's my issue. I agree with Jack about being disappointed, but what I would be more disappointed in is the Xbox Series X. What does it have? Like around 800 free after
802.
And the PlayStation has what, 600 and something?
650 around there.
672.
Regardless of load times are kind of negligible. It's not gonna be such a huge difference that you're gonna be annoyed, but that additional space, to me, that'd be the bigger issue.
Well, once again, that's Microsoft's experience with their Windows operating system, with how they do their compression over there. That's just their experience as a software company, and that's one of the advantages that they have.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
PlayStation is starting with a lesser memory though. Like it's 892 or something like that, and it's not a terabyte. So, of course, the storage after OS and stuff like that is going to be smaller.
Going into this now the storage conversation, like y'all said, Xbox X, that's like around 800. PS5, that's around 650 or 672, whatever, and then then the S is 3 something, right? Like
368.
Listen, I don't like I said, I really have no input in this other than because I delete my games. So people were telling me, oh no, the S only having 300 is a serious problem. Like I don't really see it as a serious problem, like because.
No,
because
like
that's the thing. People are making it seem like Call of Duty is the average. Call of Duty is an anomaly.
Bro, if you
in the fact that it takes so much space.
If you're trying to play these are main tier dude, bro. If you're playing Call of Duty in the new 2K, 2K is 120 gigabytes. The new 2K is 120 gigabytes, bro. And the new Call of Duty is 250, right?
There you go. That's it.
That's the whole.
Yeah, but you can pick it. But in Call of Duty, you can pick and choose. You can pick and choose which parts you want.
You shouldn't have to live like that, though.
I'm talking about if you want an S, though. If you want an S, you're fucked.
And that's just for Warzone.
This is where the problem lies, though, for me. I was watching Digital Foundry's review on the PlayStation 5 today, and they were saying that downloaded games for the PlayStation 5, you can't transfer them to an external hard drive.
Not right now.
And then,
no, PS4, you got it wrong. It's PS4.
No, you can't transfer PS5 games.
No, it's PS4 games.
Especially the
PS4 games you can put on the external hard drive.
Yes.
But he's saying you cannot transfer a PS5 game from the PS5 internal to an external.
No, you cannot, and that's a problem. You got to delete it and then re-download. Whereas the Xbox Series S, yes, it's got less memory, but at least you can dump your games onto an external and put them back and forth. Yes, it's a little inconvenient, but it's still better than the solution that Sony has. Sony really needs. That's one area that they need to patch, like within the first. Hopefully day one, but at least the first couple of weeks, that definitely needs to be patched because people are going to run into a problem.
So let me get this straight, right? You can't store games on an external, and you can't expand your storage day one.
No, so yeah, you
cannot put PS5 games, PS4 games on there.
Yeah,
no, but you can't expand. Like you can't add. Like you can expand.
You have to wait for them to come out with the list.
Yeah, because what was the issue? Because I remember I could have sworn it was like maybe last month people were buying this SSD because I think they certified it for PlayStation because of the speeds. People start to buy it. I forgot. I think it was like one was like a 2 terabyte was like 400, and then
980. I think it was a 980.
Samsung,
the Samsung
or something, whatever, or the new one, whatever it's called, the new one, yeah.
I think I got that one for 300 on sale. Actually,
people should not be buying SSDs before like the console.
I know it
comes out. Like wait till there's an official list of this will work. And before you go buy it.
I think that will work because that's going to be a second generation PCIe 4.0, and those ones have, I believe it's 7,000. They can read and they write 6,000
gigabytes. Yeah.
Where the old ones do I just bought a Sabrent for my I'm building a new rig, so I bought a Sabrent for it, and it's like 5,000. Yeah, it's like 5. It's like
the one that was just on sale, right?
Yeah, man, I got a good deal on that.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. So yeah, these the load times looking a little bit spooky, and for some people, the storage space is spooky for some people. Okay, and then
Jack, what's spooky to me? Why are we letting console gamers put shit on external hard drives and transfer this? They should not be allowed to do that.
Why?
You already know why. Because terrorists are going to start messing with shit on these external drives.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, you could do that now, and to be honest with you, this generation, I was really surprised because the PlayStation 3 was terrorists got to it really quickly, and the Xbox 360 as well. I was surprised the whole generation pretty much. The Xbox One they never were able to get at it. I think the PlayStation 4 they got at it for like a week, and then that was it.
Nah, Jack, your word just took off. These cheating terrorists.
They've been on that PS4 up until now.
So the other thing, so Jack pointed out earlier, he was upset about it on Twitter. So on the PlayStation 5, you can record at 4K, but you can't stream in 4K. On the Xbox Series X, I assume not the S, because the S is just maxes out at 1440p. So I guess you can only stream and record on the X, but the PlayStation can't do it. You can't stream it
about all this. I'm hearing on the Xbox you can only do like 10 seconds. People keep giving me these random ass. I don't know what the fuck to think anymore. My only issue with this is that a lot of people was going around is because that Xbox shit about streaming 4K 60 came out a minute ago, right? And then when the last State of Play happened, the PlayStation joint, he kept saying like, "Oh, captures 4K and all this shit." So a lot of people just assumed he was talking about videos as well, which you can capture video in 4K. But I was under the assumption, because Microsoft said you could stream in 4K on their box, I'm assuming PlayStation got something similar where you could stream in 4K on. This is my issue, my overall, right? All this shit neither here nor there. I get it, buy a capture card, this, that. I just don't understand, specifically PlayStation fans. This box got 8K. 8K is putting on this box.
Thank you.
People stream Voodoo 4K. People love fucking 4K. Is it native, dynamic? But all of a sudden, when PlayStation's not offering a 4K option, nobody gives a fuck about resolution. Who the fuck watches 4K? Stop the cap, man. Stop.
I heard they don't even have 14.
What I found really strange with the 4K stuff is that the chroma subsampling that's in the system now is at 422 as well as 420, which is very strange because for the full 4K 120 hertz experience, there should be a 444 chroma option in there, and there isn't in the PlayStation.
According to Digital Foundry, the PS5 doesn't even support 8K yet. But it's
it doesn't. Yeah, they said that, which would
mean in theory that it's not fully having all the features of HDMI 2.1, because HDMI 2.1 has 444 chroma subsampling at 10 bits, at 12 bits, and there's no option in the PlayStation 5 for this. And the cable that comes with it, yes, it passes 4K to pretty much at 120 hertz, but I haven't really tried the chroma subsampling if it'll pass it at 444. So I don't know. It's just there's a lot of things that are just really strange about that. Man.
Why doesn't it support 1440p native?
Well, they didn't give a reason, but like it either has to be upscaled from 1080p or
down.
Or downscaled.
You plug it into a 1440p monitor, you will only get 1080p. Yeah. So, like, if you want to plug the PS5 into a monitor, you better look for just get a 4K monitor. Like, I wouldn't even bother. And people be like, "Well, it got 120." And yeah, but not every game's going to offer 120. And I think a lot of monitors, and BG Bond, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't most of the high frame rate comes like via DisplayPort?
Yeah.
They use them. Yeah.
You could do HDMI too, though. So that doesn't really at this point.
But there's just not a lot of monitors that right now that have HDMI
that offer that.
Yeah. The problem with monitors right now, Smoove, is you can't find a 30. You can only get a 27-inch to what the specifications you would probably want. There is no.
Yeah, correct.
That, you would get a TV in the 40s. There's no 32-inch monitor that's like 4K 120.
There isn't. I've been looking. There isn't. Like that's why.
What size?
32-inch.
I have. It's a 30. No, I think it's like a 20. You're right. I think I have a 27 one. It's an Asus one. It does like 4K 160. But yeah, I think you're right on that. There isn't.
Yeah.
I think the closest it is that 48-inch OLED one.
Yep.
Listen,
you got to go. You can't get 32. You got to go straight to the 40.
Listen, as much as I don't play on TVs, and I still won't play on TVs. Monitors have fallen behind. Like they have fallen behind, like officially, like official tissue. Like as far as like just the models are just not there yet. Like if you wanted 4K, G-Sync, 144 or higher, through HDMI at least, they don't, it's hard to like really find that. And there's so few, they gonna be like, all right, you want this? Okay, 2,500, like off the rip, brand new.
That's the thing. That Asus, it's 27. I can't remember the model number right now, so someone can look it up in the chat.
Predator, right?
It's 27 inches. It does 4K, 165 hertz. It has HDR. Obviously, I can pay $2,000 for it, but the thing is worth $2,000. It's like that's ridiculous for a 27-inch. For $2,000, you can get a 50 for less. Actually, you can get a 55-inch. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and because I have the Predator 4K, one, and like I was just talking earlier, like it's not HDMI 2.1. It's not.
No,
it's not. So it's like I doubt they're gonna release an update because I know they release updates for TVs to give it HDMI 2.1 support or whatever. I don't think they're gonna do that for monitors.
No,
so
well, to be fair, some of the monitors depends on the display port that they have. They, obviously they can push the bandwidth through, so it's not an end all to be all. And then you also got some adapters that you can change your display port into an HDMI 2.1 port. So there's ways. I'm sure they're gonna come up with solutions, but I just don't think they're just not gonna make sense from a price point. And I don't know if PC guys are gonna be willing to pay so much more money for this technology when it's kind of dated compared to a freaking TV.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only problem with the TVs is like a 40-inch is too small for a TV, but a 40-something inch is also too large to put on my desk.
Yeah.
So the 40-inch might as well not even exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I find the thing with gaming on my TV, the only thing that sucks is that most of the time I gotta plug in a controller because, and I know there's combos out there you can get the keyboard to sit on your lap. It's just not the same freaking experience,
Yeah, and it's just weird with Sony, not supporting the 1440p because upscaling to 4K from 1080p, that's definitely hideous,
ugly.
That's terrible.
And if they're not supporting the 1440p, then how are they going to get 120 hertz? Because there's not 120 frames per second. Because there's not going to be a lot of, I don't care what console it is, maybe some of the older games, but a lot of the newer games, like, if you think you're going to get 4K 120 frames per second, you're mistaken. The odd game, yes, not many. So most games that are going to be 120 frames per second, they're going to be at like 1440p at well, hopefully not all of them 1080p, but I think a majority will be at like 1440p. And if Sony is not offering a 1440p option now, are they not even caring about 120 frames per second? Is 60 the new 30 for Sony?
Maybe. We'll know.
Yeah, the Cowboys win this damn game.
And it's not surprising, for features and support for things to be missing at the very beginning of a generation. But some of these things are odd, not to be there, But support.
I feel like a lot of stuff can be fixed with an update.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. It's just weird when some stuff not there from the jump. Also, I've been seeing reports that PlayStation has always been really funny with their the download speeds you get on their consoles, because you could have like really high download upload from your ISP, and you could do a speed check and everything on your actual PC or even your phone. But when you get to check those speeds on PlayStation, it's like it's severely cut off, right? But people are saying they've been doing comparisons between their speed checks on PS5 and PS4, and they're getting more of their actual speed on PS5. So
I would wait until the actual system come out, because like I know what you're talking about. Like I think it was the 7.0 update or the 7.5 update. They had it to where the speeds weren't capped, and then they released a fucking hot fix and then capped the speeds again. So I don't know why they did that on the PS4.
You know what we haven't talked about? I bet you the Xbox's Blu-ray drive will be better than the Sony's for the Ultra HD 4K or whatever.
But then you know what people say? It doesn't matter who gives a fuck about 4K drives. It's about the game. Spider-Man, woo! You know,
it is about the games, but here's the issue: both consoles cost the same price.
Hey, getting less for the same price is not frowned upon in gaming. You see it every day. Anytime somebody got a problem, anytime somebody wants their system to be better, stop complaining. Why are you complaining? Like, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. Y'all fucking dick eaters, bro. It's sad.
I mean, I was telling you that 10 years ago. Why are you guys paying full price for 30 frames? I'm getting twice the frames for cheaper on PC.
So Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart, Insomniac themselves. Maybe y'all believe Insomniac, more than if it came from Ryan, Ryan, and everything like that. They said it themselves that Ratchet and Clank will be a PS5 exclusive. You could believe what you want to believe. I'm still, taking things as they come. When it comes out and we see it's actually only PS5, that's when I'll believe it. But at least Insomniac, that's what they're telling us.
I think that's one game that actually will be an exclusive, and the reason why I say that is just I've seen some stuff in the game that's really dependent on the SSD that I just don't think would give you the same experience on the PlayStation 4. And Insomniac, the company that I've known over the years, they're not one of those companies that come out and just cap. So I'm going to take their word on this one.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have any reason to lie. I mean,
neither did Jim Ryan, but
I still think Demon's Souls stealth launches on the PS4.
That would be crazy.
I believe what they're saying, but at the end of the day, it's not Insomniac's choice. If Jim Ryan says bring this game out on PS4, they're going to say, okay.
Well, Everett Limpel already said this game, the way it's created, it can only.
Yeah, no, I feel like I said, I feel that and I believe that, but at the end of the day, what they say really don't fucking matter. You know what I mean? They not the boss at the end of the day. PlayStation.
Yeah, but the PlayStation is also saying this game can't be created. It can't run on nothing but the PlayStation 5.
Here's how this is looking, right? So here, what it's looking like is like maybe year one, year one, or maybe not even like a full year, but at least the first 6 months games, those seem to be likely to be cross-gen, right? So I still don't understand why Sony just said, like, listen, we're gonna have some launch games, maybe some launch window games that are gonna be on both PS4 and PS5. After that, everything is gonna be PS5 exclusive, because that's what it's kind of looking like. I don't know
why they didn't come out and say that originally. Like, it was so
because that's what it's looking like. But now you kind of lied, and
the man legit came on stage and said, "What we showing you today is only possible through the power of the PS5." Oh, and then 2 months later, they say, "Hey, y'all know this shit coming to PS4, right?" Like, well, yeah, you can play it there too.
Yeah, because I mean, Astrobot isn't, but that's obviously because it's a DualShock tutorial. I hope God of War isn't. I hope Horizon. Horizon seemed like it could still. It seems like it's.
They already said that the 3 games that's going to be the 3 games that they said are going to be cross-gen is Spider-Man, Sackboy, and Horizon.
Okay.
So
none after that.
I think God of War.
These are the ones that they.
God of War is going to be the swan song for the PlayStation 4. If you want my
I hope that's not on, bro. I hope God of War ain't on PS4. I hope it's so disappointed.
If they plan to release it in 2021, that shit's cross-gen, B. But I don't see that game coming in 2021. So
I hope it's not, fam. Because listen, man, and I don't think it's coming out 2021 either. And if you release a God of War in 2022 and it's on PS4, I'll be like, man, listen. Man, but we gonna see. All right, moving on from that. Another Halo Infinite creative director left.
Oh my god.
Did he?
I believe that was his position. I don't remember it. Let me look.
No. Is this like the same? Like is it like this happened in the past 2 weeks or like?
Yeah, the one in the past 2 weeks. Yeah. Because remember, we were here. Is it Tim Longo? According to a report by Kotaku, Tim Longo, the creative director for Halo, has left the company. It's part of a leadership shakeup.
So this is. Oh no. So Tim Longo. I thought it was the Chris Lee one.
No, not the recent guy that came on. This is a different guy who's leaving.
Oh damn! I didn't even know that. Damn, that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got any worries about this move?
No, get them the fuck out. I mean,
You still think this game coming out spring?
this game is coming out spring, bro.
Smoove, it's not coming out spring. Stop.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
This is easily fall 2021, bro.
This is easily like borderline summer. Like I think June 20th still counts as spring. So
It sounds like they doing trying to reboot that shit all
They
together.
did- They're honestly just like they're doing reorg. Obviously, here's the thing. There's a couple problems, right? Obviously, you got COVID. You obviously got, public relations, people either losing jobs, people of different sex and all this other shit. So a lot of this shit, like, it's a bad time to be letting people go, but some people just got to fucking go. So I think, and that's why everything is like slowly happening and whatnot. I think Halo is where it needs to be. I think they just try and get the people that need to get out so they won't be in this position again with their whatever future expansions for Halo or whatever next game that they're working on, because this team that's in there dropped the fucking ball. Microsoft let 343 run as like a business. Is a big ass conglomerate. It's the biggest, the way 343 operates, you'd think they would be putting out fucking games every week and mobile games every fucking year, but they're not. And it is the fact that they haven't been fucking, I can't even think of the word I want to say. It's just that it's been embarrassing, right? And so now they need to do something about it. It's just that if it had not been for COVID and all this injustice bullshit, a lot of people, we would have found out a lot of people would have been all out at the same fucking time. But there's politics in this, so.
I mean, but other game developers are able to produce. So, is it really because of COVID? Or
No. I'm not blaming.
They have mad employees working on this shit
Whoa.
too. Yeah.
I'm not blaming COVID. I'm for the game not coming out. I'm blaming COVID for the people not being ousted the way that they. I thought I was kind of clear on that one, but because I was like, obviously, nobody want to hear about people losing jobs during like COVID and working from home, or there's injustice and stuff, and you got women getting fired and all this shit. Like you don't want that during this time. So people are like kind of just like being reorged. People are properly being, instead of being fired, they're being taken off project and doing fucking custodial work. Like it's bullshit.
Halo should have ended with Bungie. This is going to be a total disaster.
Damn, all that.
Yep.
Smoove, you ain't got nothing to say about this one?
Maybe they'll surprise you.
No, Halo. I feel like Halo Infinite's gonna be all right. It'll be all right. It got to be all right.
When's the last time we heard of something good about Halo?
That game sounds suppressed.
When's the last time we heard something good about Halo?
We heard something bad about
Halo
Halo.
3 shit.
When's the last time we heard something bad about Halo? Every time we look up, somebody's leaving the project.
That has nothing to do with Halo. Get them like shit. Like that has nothing to do with Halo. People lose jobs every day, B. Like
No. Leaving the project.
no, the project is done.
Not what we saw.
Here's a good
I don't think so,
Here's a
bro.
good
I mean, that
basketball
project
analogy
is done.
for you, Smoove.
Mm-hmm.
Mike D'Antoni go, Jack?
Went to Philly, did he?
No, Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, he went to
He left the Rockets.
Brooklyn. He went to Brooklyn.
He
He did.
left the Rockets, aka Microsoft. He was getting the fuck up out of there. That's what most of these developers are doing. Like, get the fuck up out of there.
Mike made a mistake. Mike thought the demand for his services were high, and he had to settle to be a fucking assistant on Steve Nash's staff.
That's not what he did.
Yeah, he did. You think this nigga left a head coaching position to be an assistant?
You know why he left?
They wasn't finna resign that
Because
man.
he didn't want to get fired, and that's what's going to happen when this ass Halo game comes out. It's going to make a lot of people look stupid. So they trying to get out before that happens.
These people are being asked to resign. Otherwise, they could have got their dumbasses out of there earlier.
Well, that check was still clearing, so.
Oh man. Okay. Back to some PS5 stuff. Demon Souls. So we got some more gameplay of Demon Souls. You know, it's looking fire and all that. That's a day one hype about it. Do y'all have a problem with these hints that are gonna come with a lot of these PlayStation games? You know, they have a hint system built in, and you know, it's gonna be. They said for Demon's Souls, it's gonna be like over 180 help videos for people playing the game that they could access. Do y'all see a problem with this going forward? At the PlayStation 5 ecosystem going to be providing hints and clues and all this stuff?
I'd rather have that than easy mode.
It's a choice, you know. You choose to watch that stuff or not. I don't see an issue.
Bro, you can legit lay down in The Last of Us Part 2 and never take damage. Like, if like, come on, man. Well, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, shit.
Smooth.
It doesn't what it is.
Be Smoove's best friend.
Yeah, that's the future of gaming. This is very accessible. Everybody's included. You know, have fun.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all looking at me.
Who? Yeah. Put
What's clicking? Eating.
You know what you
You're always eating.
Strawberry shortcake, but that might not even be my plate. I think that's my wife's plate.
Wow.
Fire.
All right. Okay. Tell
Yo, I
Mrs.
mean,
Smooth
me
to
how we
relax.
eat, I just got a plate down.
It's not an issue though. That'll be alright.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Do I think some of these PlayStation games are taking accessibility too far? Absolutely. I mean, listen, bro. You can literally play The Last of Us Part 2 and not die. Like, you could literally make the enemies practically be blind. Give yourself infinite, ammo, infinite bombs, infinite everything, and still get trophies in the game. Like, turning on all that stuff doesn't eliminate you from getting trophies.
PlayStation has made getting trophies an absolute joke.
It's a
They should actually get rid of them. If I'm being honest, they should
Like,
get rid of them.
Yeah.
Well, I think PlayStation is trying to, like, with the hints and stuff like that, I think they're trying to get more people to complete games because, one of the biggest problems this generation is people don't beat games.
Just put a check right next to my game after I beat it. I don't even need the trophies, bro.
I think the solution for this is the trophies. You should limit the trophies if you're using easy mode. I don't think it's fair to the people that play it on the hardest level. But at the same time, there's a lot of people out there, the game's just too difficult for them. They don't want to look it up on YouTube or whatever. And if you have this hint system in there, it might make them complete the game as well, get into the game more than they would have got into the game and actually enjoy the game and recommend the game to somebody else. So I think it's a good thing, to be honest with you. I think it'll help them sell more games, and it's an option. I think if you want to have, the game at the hardest difficulty and play it like that, that's fine. I just think that they should probably limit the trophies that you can get so that there's some balance there, right?
I think all that stuff is a choice, you don't have to use none of that stuff.
I think it's going to turn into a nice moneymaker because somebody's going to start charging for it. Somebody's definitely.
You gotta have plus to use that.
You gotta have plus to use the hints.
Yeah, you gotta have plus to use that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, and I guess the hints are just going to be to beat the game. I wonder if they're going to do like hints to like get all the trophies and everything like that. Because
they said it's going to be. Yeah, they said it's going to be like collectible hints. I know in Sackboy, when they did the UI reveal, they showed off that like they said, "Oh, hey, look, you missed a collectible here," and it had a video of where you could find it. So I think
that taps into the the trophy hunters market, because like a lot of the trophy hunters on YouTube, I hope people know that they don't actually figure out how to get most of these trophies on their own. Like they get like the guide with them, right? Yeah, like I forgot how it goes, but I remember I spoke to like somebody who when they used to make guides, right? They didn't figure out these guides on their own. Like the developer or whoever.
Yeah, they send it to them.
Yeah, they send them all this information, like where stuff is, and they just write the guide based on the information that's given to them. Like how to get everything. Yeah, they don't figure none of this stuff out on their own.
I partially blame trophy hunters for the way this shit is going too, because when Sony looks up and see fucking 1 million copies of My Name Is Mail has been sold, and
I was gonna say, man, like a lot of like indies and smaller titles, they've been getting in on that trophy grind market as well, and doing these 30-minute platinums. People got that. You see someone with 300 platinums, and it's like, you got 4 of the same platinum on your list. That's like,
I just bought a 2-minute platinum earlier this week.
See, shit like I hate they let that shit even be. No game should not. They should
What
sell
you
them on
mean
the
you
platform.
purchased a trophy? What do you mean?
No,
Wait,
no.
what?
Game that you can get, like you can complete the whole game in like 2 minutes and shit like that.
There should be a mandate at PlayStation. These games, they got these 30. You cannot get a platinum trophy.
And I can still refund it too.
It's
I replayed it for 2 minutes.
It's ridiculous, bro. I hate that. That shit is trash. That's why people don't respect trophies, and that's why PlayStation stopped respecting trophies. They don't even have difficulty trophies in their game no more. They'll never have another.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not doing that.
That's not DLC. That's bullshit.
That's a L. That I do agree that's a L. It definitely should be difficulty trophies.
Yeah.
Participation.
Definitely participation trophies now. Okay. So some stuff about the DualSense. So some guy named Broken Games HDR. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Are you fucked up?
I know. I know. Listen, black people always ready. Let me tell you how you messed up, son.
Oh, you should have did that video first, bro.
Bruh, I didn't think, I literally did that, right? I did that Twitter video. For y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I put up like the Twitter video of me using, pairing the DualSense, the DualSense controller with the Nintendo Switch just to try it out. And I did it like I wasn't even fully paying attention to it. You know why I did it? Because, I had a guest over. It was me and my wife, and we was like, "Oh, let's play some Mario. Let's play some Mario Kart, right?" And I was like, "All right, we got the Pro controller, the what's that? That third party Switch controller, and I knew my PS4 controller worked with the Switch also with the adapter. So I was like, "Oh, I could probably use the PS5 controller. It'll probably work." So I half-assed just made that quick video, showing people, put it up on Twitter. I did not think that was gonna get that many views. Like, it got like 16,000 likes or retweets. I'm like, off of me just telling y'all that the DualShock work on the Switch. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that would have been a million views on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, why did this blow up? Like, it's not shocking. Like, it wasn't shocking to me, because if the PS4 controller works on it, why would people be shocked that the DualSense works on it?
Because
maybe they didn't know that. Maybe they never
know better.
Yeah, maybe they didn't know, yo.
So, yeah.
It's like it's like when a new game comes out on Xbox, it's like little indie AA bullshits that they be hyping up, like the Falconeer. Them shits get tons of views because Xbox games was so starving to play anything.
Couldn't help yourself, could you, boy?
Yeah,
trying out here. It's slow night.
Purposely do this. So yeah, the DualSense works with the Nintendo Switch if you have the 8-bit adapter. That's the news. There is no rumble. There is none of that. No feedback or none of that stuff. No vibration. And I don't remember if the motion controls work. I still didn't try that, but the motion controls probably work. Probably. I don't remember.
Have you tried? I have mine, but I've been playing around with VR and like building rigs this week, so I really haven't had a chance to play with my DualSense. But did you hook yours up to the PC? Does the rumble work? You have any thoughts on that?
Did I try? I didn't try that. I played a game, and the game I played it on, no, it didn't work. But I know there's a program, DS4. I don't think DS4 Windows works with the DualSense yet. I think they might need to release a patch because with DS4 Windows you can manually make it actual, turn on the vibration to see if it works.
What is this goddamn spider on the screen we've been watching for the last hour?
That's Watch Dogs.
Yes, that's Watch Dogs, sir. So yeah, it people were going crazy also because the DualSense works on everything but the PlayStation 4, and they still couldn't let that go. I don't think that's a big deal, but I'm not really gonna be playing.
Yeah, actually using it and getting skin cells all on it before the PS5 came out.
He said skin cells. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be playing a lot of PlayStation. Using my PlayStation 4, and all that stuff, and my controller and all.
Skin cells are better than bruised knuckles, Smoove.
I don't even have a PlayStation 4 anymore because I sold it.
Do you like the controller? Did you ever do a review on it?
I like the controller. Listen, I talked about it. The DualSense just feels like a slightly, improved and an evolution, natural evolution of the DualShock. It doesn't feel like you're holding a new controller. It doesn't. It just feels like an improved.
It feel better though.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it feels. I honestly tell you, my personal opinion. I never liked the DualShock 4 for the PlayStation. Sorry, and I'm gonna get hate for this, but I thought that controller was trash. For one, the quality of it, the thumb. I went through a few of them where the thumbsticks just came apart, and I said, "Screw that!" I ended up getting myself
shoot them off like yo.
I ended up getting a Razer controller that has the layout of Xbox, and I found it a lot better. But when I got the DualSense in my hands, honest to tell you, it felt way better than the DualShock 4. In fact, I'm hearing all the reports that it's a game changer and this and that. And I gotta say, I was in a dilemma, and I'm still kind of in a dilemma on which version to get, because like NBA 2K21 on both consoles is pretty much going to perform the same, because that game is not going to use all the resources of either system. But on the PlayStation 5, you hear everybody talking about the DualSense, and when you're down in the post and all the feelings that you get in it, where I'm a little confused if I should get the Xbox Series X version or the PlayStation 5 version just for the controller.
Yeah. I don't think ain't no controller going to fix how 2K plays games. So,
we got some new shit in the engine.
I mean, I want to buy 2K because EA decided they don't want to make basketball for another year. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what platform I would buy. I just don't feel like 2K is worth $70.
By the way,
I might have to ski mask that.
By the way, people have been reporting the average time that the DualSense lasts. People have reported like 10 hours. I think that's like the average time. And you can also turn off in the PlayStation settings. You can turn off the haptic feedback. The adaptive triggers, the light bar. You can customize and turn off all that stuff.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
What?
That you could turn all this.
Oh, you can turn off the light bar now.
No, I'm saying, but you can turn all of it off. But
you can turn all of it off. Yeah.
But the thing is, they said that these games can only be played with a DualSense. if you turn all of it off, it's a fucking DualShock 4.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, where's the disconnect coming from? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I digress.
I do like the way the DualSense feels. It feels very, because I guess I'm used to the obviously the Xbox controller, so I feel like it's because it's bigger this time. It's a little bit more mass, more weighty. Yeah, it's a comforting feeling. So
it's premium. It's a premium.
They made it a little bit thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bon, you feel like you're holding on to a fat dick, bro.
What the?
Oh man. Oh man.
What the fuck, yo? Come on, bro.
Well, this man want to know what holding on to one feels like. It doesn't have one.
Oh man, y'all going there?
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Okay. Oh yeah, they
Smoove. Oh, I got. Oh, when's CyberPunk come out again? December 10th.
December 10th.
Allegedly.
Just make sure you got my money, Smoove.
Well, BG gonna have your money because Assassin's Creed gonna get that score that
we
I
still
need.
haven't agreed to this. Do you want to call the deal off?
We gotta discuss this right now. Hammer this out right now.
What score do you think Assassin's Creed getting?
All it has to do is score higher than Ghost of Tsushima. That's 84.
What those got? 84?
No,
which version of the game?
I think Assassin's Creed gonna be like 81.
That's what we can't agree on. Which version?
It should be the PS5 version.
The PS5 version. That's what I said. Because you can't use the last gen version, because that puts you at a disadvantage.
Okay, but
want to choose the version where both games are on.
But is it fair to compare the Ghost of Tsushima PS4 version to Assassin's Creed Valhalla PS5?
It's not gonna get no new review. It's not gonna get re-reviewed though. That's the thing.
It's not getting re-reviewed. Exactly.
You gotta deal with it.
They should be both PS4 versions.
That's what I thought. Both PS4 versions.
Who's playing? What reviewer is playing it on the PS4?
I don't know, but
well, no. Technically, anybody who got a review copy is reviewing it on the current gen consoles.
Oh, real shit. Oh, well, yeah.
Because the next gen, if I'm not mistaken, is not ready until the launch. The patch is not ready till launch or the 9th.
Okay, Smoove, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll agree that we'll put Ghost up against the PS5 version of Valhalla, unless unless it doesn't get 50 reviews. If it fails to get 50 reviews and the PS4 version gets 50 reviews, we're using the PS4 version. Whatever version gets 50.
What if neither?
Whichever one gets 50 first, right? Then
Yes.
pretty much.
Let's
What
do
if
that.
neither gets 50? What if neither?
Then let's combine them and average them then.
Or
Just the PlayStation version or all the versions?
all the versions. If nothing gets 50 reviews, right? Because they all could technically, the breakdown, they can all average around like 20 reviews.
Okay.
So you gonna add every version?
You add and divide, and then add and divide.
I'm okay with that.
Including
So it's whatever review gets 50 reviews first, and if none of those do, then we're gonna add them up and average them. I'll do that. Okay. I'm fine with that. Sounds good.
I hope Smoove wins.
I found that strange that Ghost of Tsushima got such a low score.
I want Smoove to win every bet except for the bets with me.
Wow. Because he got more
What'd
money.
you say, D? What'd you say?
No, I said I was confused by the low scores of that game. I thought that game deserved higher than what it got. Same with Days Gone. Okay, I understand the bugs that were in Days Gone, but the game was fucking good, man. And the bugs
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying.
Days Gone was fire.
Yeah,
A
relaxing
lot of
fire.
people that shit on Days Gone, they never played it. They just heard what other people that they fuck with.
Nah,
I
don't
enjoyed
do
it.
that, Jack.
That's true. That's true.
You know
They had
that.
it
You know
fun,
that people
though.
play Days Gone.
No, the fuck they didn't.
That people definitely play Days Gone.
Oh, I heard.
A lot of
If you
people
run
ain't beat it,
the first commercial, like they was here. There was a whole bunch of fucking hearsay. They didn't try the game for real, or they played it for an hour and turned the shit off.
Yeah. Nah, I agree.
Days
with
Gone,
you.
you got to put some time into Days Gone. That game long as shit, yo. You got to put some time.
It's
in.
too long, honestly.
I agree. Nah, I agree with that as well. It's definitely too long.
But I am gonna replay that because the driving missions, like when you're most of the fucking game you're driving, that's when you really saw the frame rate kind of fucking chug.
Yeah. It would trees would spawn right in my path. Like,
Bro, that new footage, bro, that game looks fire.
Yeah,
Really
60
good.
frames per second. Honestly, it makes the game so much different. I can't me and Broken HDR, like we play on PC too, so we're spoiled. We know how 60 frames per second and higher can feel. But console guys been stuck on this 30 forever, and it's gonna be a huge upgrade for those guys. I can't wait for them.
How you like that? How you liking that 3080?
The 30, you know what? I got the Strix, so I lucked out and got the Asus Strix, and I'm enjoying the card, man. To be honest with you, it's a good card. I think the AMD cards when they come out, it's going to beat it, but the 3080 is going to have an advantage with the DLSS. So I think
And ray tracing.
Well, ray tracing can be a little bit better, but I think the DLSS is really the thing that makes that card great because then you can get those higher frame rates. So I think that card's still going to be relevant. But the 3090 is dead, man. The 6900 XT, it killed the 3090. I don't know who's buying the 3090 still at like $1,500.
Me thirsty. I'm thirsty.
No, but that's where I think.
The AMD card way cheaper though, right?
I see. This is my opinion on the 3090. The 3090 is like 10% better than a 3080, right? Now I have the top of the line Asus one, so when I overclock mines, I get like 2175 megahertz on the clocks. So that starts to bring it into stock 3090 levels, right? But that's not every card can perform like that. But regardless, 10% better at double the price. It just doesn't make sense when a 6900 XT is going to come out, beat it in some games, tie it in some games, maybe lose by 3 frames in some games. But for $500 less, that's just a smarter buy.
Yeah.
Boy, BD's trying to gold chain, so that don't matter.
I'm thirsty. This brother's hungry. I'm absolutely hungry, sir.
He got a 2080 Ti, but he said that ain't good enough.
It's not. Listen, listen. I'm under the drug. I admit you. I'll tell you myself, bro. I'm hooked.
You got that hard A affliction.
I'll say this to you in all honesty. I can't really say everything because people are telling me
I'm addicted to frame rates. I can't lie.
I can't really repeat it, but I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I can say this. When those cards, I guess I can say this part. The Navi cards, what AMD is doing, they're underselling those cards because they want to get the performance and they want to get the TDP that it runs at such a low power consumption. However, those cards, they overclock really high. They overclock high. And once those cards are overclocked, you're going to see it from reviewers, you're going to see that it's going to be beating these cards. So if you want a 3090 after you see the reviews, then that's fine. But I would honestly say if you're going to get a 3090, wait until the reviews come out because, yeah, just wait, man.
BG ain't waiting.
Hey man, I'm addicted to frame rates. I got a problem, bro. I gotta get in the
I
recovery
would just
program.
flip that. I would just flip that shit on eBay and do what he says. To be honest,
Hey man, I'm good. I'm alright. I'm just enjoy it. It's already done. The deed is done. So
To speak on that, let me speak on that real quick. The stuff on eBay, that right now, that's how I can tell that the 3090 is a dead card. These guys that picked it up, the 3080s are still moving, but the 3090s, they're not moving. I think it was Friday, and I tweeted this out. Newegg dropped fucking 3090s. They were up there for almost a fucking hour before they sold out. So people are really waiting for these AMD cards. Nobody like.
well, people just don't have 1500 on a whim.
Yeah, we are in the middle of it.
It's the value.
Well, a lot of people definitely don't.
Not there on that card. You want XT reviews and the benchmark.
okay. All right. All right. So we can move on from that now. What else we got to touch on? So Sony did or is in the progress of buying Crunchyroll. This is not necessarily gaming related, but
you know they're mad about that. You know why? You know why? The same people that are mad at Sony for censoring this anime child crap are gonna be mad that Sony's buying Crunchyroll because they're gonna think it's gonna spill over.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, Crunchyroll is an anime subscription. You know, I guess it has the biggest library of animes.
Yeah,
I've never used it.
It used to be owned by Funimation.
Okay.
And PlayStation owns that as well.
Yeah, they do.
Or Sony.
I recently
owns that
started
too.
watching anime. I'm ashamed of myself.
I might get back into an anime. Like I'm trying to find the right one because I don't think I'm like all these dudes who, you know, they're just, you know, they take anything from anime, throw any anime show at them, and they're watching.
Yeah,
I think I need very specific type animes that I can enjoy.
Watch
What I'm
Demon
looking
Slayer.
at, that I feel like I might enjoy is My Hero Academia. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
a
been
great
getting
show.
pretty lame. The latest chapter today had a big reveal that everybody saw coming 100 chapters ago.
Oh.
So I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna see, but you know,
What
I'm
is
not like
the
all these
trash
other
game that is on the screen?
This is I forgot the title of it. It's I don't. I'm gonna tell you in a second. I don't remember.
These people be playing these bum ass games.
Hey, don't insult the gameplay our viewers send us.
I mean,
Somebody-
they're better than the game Smoove plays, but
That looks like Deep Rock Galactic.
It is. That's what it's called. Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah.
Oh, he knew that shit off.
It is crazy. Smoove did know it.
Look at that boy. Look at him. Yeah.
Hey, like,
would it come out for Xbox?
yes, it has. It's on Game Pass, B.
Oh my god, no one thinks about it.
Game Pass fodder. Okay.
This definitely looks like some welfare shit.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of look like it. All right. What else we got? Spider-Man, Miles Morales. We got some more, gameplay for that. We got the Metacritic scores averaging an 85 on Metacritic right now. Said to be between like 10 to 15 hours or around that time. 15 is probably pushing. It's probably like 10 to 12 hours.
So people that said it was 5 hours were completely full of shit and didn't know what they were talking
Of course.
And
No, GameSpot. It was a GameSpot. IGN said it was 8 from what they played.
The time I keep hearing is 12.
I think some of these people be playing stuff on easy in terms of these reviewers.
Well, we know they do that.
So I can't trust
But
their
there were
tunnel.
also people who, said, "Oh, it's going to be like more towards the 20 side," and that wasn't true either. So it was in the middle. People were definitely like trying to.
Platinum will probably be about 25 hours.
I think the game's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good length. What I'm not happy about, and full disclosure, I fucking bought the the ultimate version, but the price of that game, I think that the game should be a little bit cheaper. I'm not down with Sony raising the prices on their games, man. It's kind of foul.
But it's not just Sony. It's most of them.
Yeah, by doing shit at this point.
Yeah, but listen. Sony is a leader, right? So they don't need to follow these other fucking guys. So they could price their games whatever they want. The guys that are raising the price on their games, they're being a little bit greedy. Now we can't say because these games are for next gen and they have all these features because the fucking PC is more advanced than the fucking consoles, and the games are cheaper on PC. So that's a crock of shit.
Why are they being greedy?
It's actually funny because EA, Ubisoft, they haven't raised.
I ain't gonna lie, that 70 is hurting me, dog. That 70 kind of hurting a little bit, bro. That shit crazy.
So you don't believe that they're necessarily being greedy, Persona is what you're saying?
I mean, listen, we've been overdue for a price hike for a long time.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Hey, we have.
Oh, hold on. Activision makes these companies making billions of dollars on booty boxes, but we overdue for a price.
Don't pocket watch. Just enjoy the
Yeah, I am pocket watching.
If anything, we need a price reduction.
You know who I'm pocket watching for? I'm pocket watching for me. I'm pocket watching for Smoove.
Yes, sir.
For my own interest.
What should be happening here, in all honesty, is a price reduction on some of these games, and I'll tell you why. We have an all fucking digital PlayStation 5. We have an Xbox Series S and X that support digital content. Digital, you don't have to worry about the fucking packaging, shipping it out, all the fucking shit. So why are these priced the same as the physical copy? It's greed. It's just greed, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially with 2K, like, when we see 2K's, their finances and everything like that, when they put out their quarterly reports and how much they make, and they're like, yeah, we're the ones who need to increase to $70. We're like, bruh, stop it, relax. You definitely don't need to do this, but
I know it's been a while though. I think they've been trying to do this for a minute. In terms of just the industry, not just PlayStation.
I mean, yeah, when we consider all the gold editions, the ultimate editions of games have been surpassed $60. I mean, they sell $80 and $100 bundles with every release, and they'll throw a couple skins in there, like ultimate editions.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they was getting away with $100 dishes. Play it 4 days, 3 days early. They're like, oh shit, they wouldn't have paid us for fucking 2 days. So yeah, default price, fuck it. That's how they got it.
If they're gonna be doing that, then sell me the game when the game goes gold. Don't fuck like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. So Miles Morales is looking good. Visually, that story seems to be good. It seems to be like, a lot of people are calling it, from what I see, the best launch game ever. Which is, that's not a very, hard thing to do. Launch games usually aren't the best.
The game does look dope. One thing I don't like, I don't know if I like the main.
The best launch games ever would be, come on, you got Super Mario World, you have Super Mario 64, Soul Calibur. First of all,
I think they talk about like current day probably.
Soul Calibur is the best launch game of all time.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like that, but and yes, Astro Room has been getting a lot of praise also. They're saying like that's an amazing pack-in game, like the best pack-in game since Wii Fit or something like that. I don't know. Wii Sports, it probably was, they were saying. So yeah, even that game is getting some praise for how it utilizes the DualSense and all that. So I mean, Astro is looking like what NAC wanted to be, or what NAC should have been, kind of. So.
And it's got some good, I guess, word of mouth, I guess, from publications, because I was looking around. I said, okay, shit, I gotta get this game. I'm looking around. I'm going on the site. It says, oh, I can't purchase this game. It's like, what the fuck? When is this game coming out? What's going on? How are these guys playing it? And I just found out today, actually, that it comes bundled with the fucking system. So
hold on, what Xbox got coming bundled, Smoove?
Game Pass.
Oh. You can always fall back on that, man.
Yeah, I got to be the first to say this here, because yes, I have all systems, and I PC guy too, but I do prefer the Xbox ecosystem. But just got to be honest here, the launch, like, we're gonna have third-party games to play, so there's plenty of stuff to play. But it is disappointing not to see any first-party stuff, even though Sony's first-party stuff is slim. It's still there. There's still something there that you can play that's on there. It is kind of slim. Like Demon Souls is an old
game.
It's an old game. So let's
Spider-Man's on PS4.
It looks good. It looks good.
It doesn't matter. It's a new game. What are you talking about?
Game?
Spider-Man is a new game. Miles Morales is a new game.
Yeah, but you
It's
don't,
on
have, you
PS4.
don't have to buy a new console.
It doesn't matter. It's a new game. It's a
Spider-Man,
new game coming out in a couple days.
Buy a new
Spider-Man and Astrobot are really the only reasons, to get that that they have over the competition right now. I'm just being honest, in my opinion. Demon Souls is not. It's not for fucking everybody, right? We already know.
It doesn't matter. It's a game out that people can play.
But it's not. It's not going to break sales records. That's my point.
You think so? You think you serious?
It's
Are
going
you
to sell.
serious right now?
It's not going to sell like Spider-Man. It's not.
It's still going to push. That Demon Souls is going to push consoles.
No,
that's definitely going to do numbers.
If they have a game that's going to push the console, it's going to be Spider-Man.
Demon Souls is definitely one of those games as well, sir.
Demon Souls is for the hardcore, man, and the hardcore is not the casuals rule. Let's just be honest there, man.
No, nobody's nobody's pushing consoles with the Souls games. All games will sell, but nobody's going out to buy a console for a Souls game.
I mean, I disagree. I don't think the Souls genre is niche anymore. I don't look at
It's
it.
not niche. I agree, but I'm saying people will buy that game, but nobody's going out to buy a new machine for a Souls game.
No, they're not. Spider-Man's a different story.
I mean, if you're a big enough Souls person, you'll do that.
If you're a big enough Souls person, you already played the damn game.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
but you're
plenty
gonna
of
want that
people
new
that want to
thing.
play it
You gonna
again.
want that new thing. Yeah, you gonna want that new thing too.
It's plenty of people that don't want to play it again, for sure. Especially the way it looks. It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
I agree
amazing.
with that, but I'm just saying that if there is a so-called system seller, it's going to be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course,
definitely the
Spider-Man
main
is
one.
definitely the system seller, but PlayStation's definitely got a pretty solid lineup.
They do, but bottom line is, like Yahoo said, if you wanted to stick on your PS4 and your Xbox Series X or your Xbox One X right now and not get these new systems, the only game you're missing out on is Astro Boy.
Bot.
It's true.
Oh, there's plenty of people that clearly they want the console. Console sold out. So.
But that's not. Is the point I'm making true or false?
Not when the console sold out.
Oh my god!
The console sold out. I mean, if that was the case, if people really felt that strongly, the console wouldn't be sold out.
What console launch hasn't sold out? Like, come on.
You're
The
thinking
Wii U sold out.
different argument. If you did not buy a new console, would you be missing out on any games?
I'd be missing out on the best versions. Yes,
Well, that's completely different. You're missing out on the best version.
That matters to people.
You don't own a 30.
That matters to a lot of
You own
people.
a 3090.
That matters to a lot of people. Excuse me.
You own a 3090.
Oh no. Of course
So
not.
you're missing out on the best versions. I want to hear that excuse. If you don't
Spider-Man's on PC.
it's on PS4.
Is it on PC?
It's not.
So then, what are you talking about?
A lot of games are.
What are you talking about?
A lot of games are on PC on 3090s.
That doesn't matter. We're talking about PlayStation.
Oh, you're talking about all games. Like I said,
We're talking about the games that are system sellers for PlayStation.
If you can't find a new system, you're not missing out on any games. Period.
You're missing out on the best versions. Yes.
But you're not missing out on any games.
No, but you're missing out on the best versions. And like I said, to a lot of people, that matters.
Okay, but that argument's a little bit flawed because if you own
Are
a
you missing out
PlayStation 4
because you
and
didn't
you
buy
have
the
a PlayStation 4 Pro, you're
There's too
missing
many
out.
people talking. I can't understand who's saying what.
You're missing out on
Okay,
portable games because you didn't
You
get.
both are talking talking over each other. I can't understand what y'all saying.
I said, are you missing out on Switch versions because you didn't get the portable version?
What are you talking about? Portable version of what?
I said any game.
What are you talking about? If the game comes out on Switch,
Game is
that's
on
it.
the Switch and you didn't buy the Switch version. Are you missing out because you don't have?
Wait, if the game comes out on Switch and what?
Any game comes out on the Switch and you don't own the Switch version, are you missing out because you don't have the portable version?
That doesn't matter. We're
Oh,
talking about with PlayStation and the better
So you're
version.
talking about the better-
Because it's portable, that means it's better.
But here's the thing, Jack. What do a lot of people say about the Switch version being better? But it's portable.
No, they say it's convenient. They don't say it's better. They say it's convenient because it's portable.
They
They say it's convenient because it's portable.
No, they say it's better because it's portable.
Tomato.
Getting into too many semantics here right now. The bottom line is, if you can't secure a new console, you can still play these games. Period.
Yeah, and that's good on Sony because they would have missed out on a whole bag of money because there's like 110 plus million PlayStation guys out there. So that's missed sales right there because at launch I don't know the numbers, but let's just be nice and say like 2 million, 3 million. Compared to 110 million potential customers, that's a pretty big divide there, man.
Okay. All right. Yeah, done with that. Cool. Okay.
Done.
Destruction All Stars was also delayed, and it's gonna come free with PlayStation Plus in 2021. So,
Trash.
as
so
it should.
yeah, because wasn't that 70 also? Did they have
Bro,
that
what?
listed as 70?
They wanted $70 for that bad boy.
Bro, wasn't
Yes.
nobody buying the game at $70. I'm sorry, bro. I know. I think Persona was gonna cop it. I don't think too many people was gonna get it.
So
for
it's
70.
good. Listen, it's definitely good that now.
I already
that's
had
a
it
game-
pre-ordered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, now you could know everybody pretty much got that refund, got it canceled, and now that's just a free game coming.
Because that's
next
an
year.
online only game too, though. So it needs a community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
So-
what they're hoping is for the.
No, they got a single. They've got a single player. With
Oh,
it
does
as
it?
well. Yeah,
But they're hoping for
I'm
that
not-
Rocket League and Fall Guys effect by putting that on PlayStation Plus. That's what they're hoping for. So,
BG finally got a multiplayer game, and that's what they're giving you.
I didn't even know that she had a store. That's crazy.
they still haven't shown real gameplay for this game. That's like they haven't shown. They've only shown edited sizzle reels, right? 'Cause-
And the standings right before a match start.
Yeah, it's weird because you can get out of your car in this game, from what I understand, but we still don't know like what exactly that's gonna look like, what you're gonna be doing out of your car, because like we've gotten 5 different gameplay videos released. Can you just show us playing the game? Like if this game was supposed to be coming at launch, at this point, why we haven't seen no actual gameplay yet? That's what's so weird about it. So I don't know, but I guess we'll see more since it's been delayed. What else we got? The Control Next Gen edition has been delayed till 2021.
How? Like,
I don't know, man. It's weird because they had that whole debacle with 505 Games, and now they.
you know what's fucked up about that, right? So 505 turned around, right, and made another one of their published games free. If you like obviously own the current gen version, but they're like still holding ground with this game. Like I don't get it with them. Like I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't buying Control again. I'm played that on PC, finished with it. I'm good. Good, man. So going back to the Xbox One S question about this, do y'all think, because of the obvious drawbacks compared to the X, do y'all think people are gonna like regret this purchase? Like the hardcore, like anybody that's hardcore that buys the S instead of the X. Do y'all think they're gonna regret it? Because I feel like I feel like in 2 years it's gonna be like that's when its limitations are really gonna start to show compared to the X.
2 years and 2 months.
Nah.
What?
Nah, I don't think the limitations is going to happen because remember they haven't even started like operating on like making games like specifically designed around the architecture.
I was talking about storage because like people put Warzone. People put Warzone on that in one sports game. That's a wrap.
Well, I'm talking about like its capabilities, the power and everything like that. I could feel like in 2 years it starts to like. Because it already shows its limits.
It's not showing its limits though, BG. It really not. Remember, games aren't really built around its architecture yet. Remember, this S literally has games ranging anywhere from it's weird 900p to 1800p.
It does.
It's kind of like nobody has really taken advantage, obviously, of Xbox Series X and S yet for us to make that claim yet. Of course, that's the only fault is Microsoft's fault because they right now are the only people that can really make a game that could show the potential of that game. But I think it'll be too early to call like, oh, this console's like dead on arrival when we haven't even seen games that to fully take advantage of it yet.
I think the S is like a secondary console. I got one for like testing purposes mostly, and like to the kids, so they leave me alone. Over time, I think it's gonna age fine, to be honest with you, because just like on PC, just like how we have a fucking 3080 and you got a fucking 3070, soon to be 3060, 60 Ti, it's just gonna scale. And I think what's gonna happen later on in the generation when and I think Microsoft planned for this too. They know. So I think later on in the generation when things are getting more demanding on the Xbox Series X side, we're gonna see games running at like 1440p mostly on the Series S with like maybe I think it's just gonna be a resolution difference, to be really honest with you. I think a lower resolution, 1440p, maybe a little bit lower dynamic towards the end of its life cycle. It'll probably be 1080p doing the current generation games at like 60 FPS. But mind you, the price of the console is way cheaper, so it's a good entry point into next generation. You can get Game Pass with it and enjoy all the games. And let's just be honest here. Usually the cheapest console wins. Just like, you know, the 3080 or let's just go back to the previous generation. The 2080 Ti was way more powerful than the 2060 Super. But the 2060 Super sold the most. So and it still was able to play the same games just at a lower fidelity. And I think people that are buying the Xbox Series S, they're aware of this, and they should know the limitations of the system and know that you're going to get a lesser version of the Xbox Series X, but you're also not going to be paying anywhere near the price.
Here's the bigger scenario you guys are missing. The S will be relevant, and it will be relevant for the whole entire generation because it'll be similar. It'll probably be more powerful, but if whatever Nintendo is putting out after the Switch, we'll be getting ports of these games. And if that's getting it, the S will be able to run them as well.
Yep.
Okay.
If you think about it. Yeah, wow. The S is what? The same price as the Switch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay. Jack, you there? No, he's not. All right. Need to ask him a question, but we'll move on to something else real quick. So yeah, the dream for BloodBorne at 60 FPS is pretty much dead. At least now, unless Sony manually, PlayStation manually goes back in and one of the developers actually patch it. Because BloodBorne is not one of those games that you can play on PS5 and gets an automatic, improvement or lock to 60, because it didn't have an unlocked frame rate, and I'm not even sure if even on PS5 if it even locks it at 30. I don't know, because even on PS4 it wasn't locked to 30. It had all of them frame pacing issues and frame drops. So I don't know if the PS5 or if it's doing anything at all for BloodBorne, but it's it's definitely not put it at 60. So that dream is dead as of right now, and that's something a lot of people been demanding. So it's weird that Sony's kind of ignoring it right now. That's definitely weird, man. But
after they saw Smoove beat it, they abandoned it.
Yeah.
Smoove beating BloodBorne really put that's when the whole intimidation factor of BloodBorne died, is when Smoove beat it.
Of all Souls games.
Yeah, if Smoove beat BloodBorne, then that whole veil it has over being a hard game, nobody should believe it anymore. It's more of a mental intimidation than
and
it is actual.
Sekiro too.
Smoove beat Sekiro?
Yeah. I lost the challenge. I didn't beat the challenge that I had for it. Oh, but the game got finished.
When is Neo 2 coming to PC? Or at least getting a PS5 patch, something where I can play that game at 60.
Smoove beat Issue. You beat Sekiro? I don't know why.
Dude, I got to Sekiro probably that night. All right, so I lost. Remember, I had to beat it in what was the time limit? I got to Ishin, maybe. I got to the part, I think, right before Ishin, and I ran out of time, and I was going to give up, and I ended up playing for like an additional 2 hours. I streamed the next day. I streamed a couple streams fighting Ishin.
Oh, and yeah, I think I do remember this.
Yeah.
I think I do remember you doing that live. Okay.
Well, Smoove, you get my vote for Resident Evil 2.
Jack Moves getting my vote for Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh. Can you make somebody play a good game?
Or what the fuck?
It's a good game.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Yo, Jack.
God.
What up?
So I saw another thing that you were complaining about. Now, even though I feel like, you've been losing your mind and exaggerating a lot of the things that are, in my personal opinion, non-issues, something, you would be surprised about that I actually do think, was the big deal was the PlayStation 5 trophy sound. They've apparently changed it. I don't know if that was just, I saw some people just say it was for Astrobot, but I don't know why they would just have a certain trophy sound for one game. But I actually do agree with you that the trophy sound isn't something that they should have changed.
I put the trophy ping sound up there with the sacred symbols. It's very iconic. You remember, like the PS1, like all the startups. Bro, the trophy sound is iconic. The fact that they changed it for no reason whatsoever. I don't understand it personally, but guess what? It is what it is.
Yeah, I would have changed it to whenever you get a trophy, it says you a social reject.
It's not as
It's not as satisfying.
Yeah, it's not as satisfying.
It's like a soft, dull, dinging sound, and I'm like, that don't definitely.
You couldn't even hear it on that Astro pod footage. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, BG, they're saying there's a 60 frames mode in Neo on PS4, Neo 2.
I believe there's a performance mode in that game.
There was a performance mode in the first one.
I think it's 720. I think it's 720.
There was a performance mode in the first Neo on PlayStation.
720? I don't know if I can do that.
I think it is.
1440 to 7. Oh,
I believe so.
Hold on a second.
That's too much on that.
Yeah. My bad. Car was going off. All right. What else do we have that I didn't touch on yet? Yeah, that was our car. I didn't see anybody out there. I don't know. I don't see nobody out there.
Is somebody hit it?
Better go check.
Why will we know?
I looked at it. I looked at it outside the window just now. It looked fine.
Somebody trying to get in there?
I don't know.
You better get your gun.
BG. Be a man and go check.
It looked fine. I just looked out there and wasn't nobody out there.
Yeah, now bring the cat with you.
Oh man, Smoove, you funny.
Tell him leave you alone. You got Game Pass.
Oh man, you funny. What else? They released the new PlayStation 5 app. I looked at it. Seems pretty cool to me. I don't really have no issues with it.
It's clean. It's clean. I like it.
Yeah, it's clean. It's easy to navigate. They integrated PlayStation messages and the actual app because they had it separated for some reason before. So now it's one whole app. So that's good heading into next generation.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that.
Yeah. PlayStation 5 is gonna have universal settings. So like now you can like go into your PlayStation settings. You can it's pretty much presets. Like you can make your games set to like have like the hardest difficulty and some other options. I forgot what some of the other options are, but you can preset them and it'll like be universal across like all the games and everything like that. So
inverted controls.
Oh yeah, inverted controls for the weirdos in life.
How do people not play inverted? Did y'all not have 64s?
Bond, stop this. You're a weirdo. Are you left-handed?
No.
Bro. That's bro, playing inverted is the strangest thing you can do.
So you know how the military uses the 360 controllers to like fly around remote control cars with little drones and everything?
Yeah.
They do inverted, BG.
Well, I can't do anything. That shit make me throw up.
It doesn't make no sense to me.
Inverted is the way. When somebody tells me they don't play inverted, I just assume they started gaming on a PlayStation 2.
Oh,
That's cap.
That does make sense. I get why he said
that. Bond, that's like telling on your age. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like I just like get your filthy, dirty, born in HD broadband casual gaming ass out of my face.
Inverted is the minority. There's only like a few of y'all. They should.
No, that's the old school thing.
You know what? Rich, beautiful people are the minority too.
Oh man, you got it.
That come back from the Atari joystick.
You got it, Chief.
Look, we're minorities. I don't got a problem with it.
There's no way I could play. Like it makes sense in certain situations, but like across all games all the time, no. It doesn't make no sense.
Some flying games it makes sense, but apart from that, no.
Yeah. Man, what else is there?
It's like you move your head in real life inverted. You push that shit forward, you look down, you pull your neck back, you look up.
That's not how we look at video games, sir.
It's the joystick.
Nah, we don't use the joystick like it's a head though. At least I don't.
You kind of do when you're flying like an airplane and shit. Like that's how 3D movement is.
Yeah, but in a first-person shooter, I don't look at it like, oh, I'm controlling this nigga's neck. That's just not how. Like, what?
Dude.
It's just not how we look at things. Like, so it is. It is what it is, man. What else? Oh, Sackboy. Sackboy at launch is only gonna have local couch co-op. Online multiplayer is coming later next year. I think they said. Yeah.
Why? PlayStation seems like they're not ready with any of these games.
Hey man.
A lot of things don't seem ready.
Hey man.
Missing features, delayed to free, $70. Only can be done on next gen. Now they come into PlayStation 4. What's going on, Jack?
Hey man. Jack don't know either. Jack said he about to switch sides.
You hate to see it. That's all I can say.
We believe in generations. Yeah, okay.
Sony also said, well, this came from Lion Ryan, so you could believe it if you want. Well, it is this is something he could get in some hot water if he actually lied about, though. He said Sony pre-sold as many PS5 consoles in the first 12 hours as the first 12 weeks of the PlayStation 4. So he said in the first 12 hours.
I actually believe that. I believe that.
I mean, gaming has grown, so
yes.
In 7 years, so it's not exactly shocking,
Oh, BG, you got the story on there about the launch day? How you got to get the systems?
Oh yeah, so if you'll still have another chance to get a PlayStation 5
on Thursday.
At launch, but it'll only be online. I think this is Walmart is doing it, and the PlayStation website directly.
Everyone's doing it.
Every retailer.
All the retailers,
right?
Yeah, they said all the retailers gotta do it.
Every 3 hours, I think starting at like noon or something like that.
Yeah, noon, 3, 6, and 9 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, and bro, I was just saying, so the first PlayStation for me that's probably gonna arrive, the one in New Jersey that I was telling people about, that's the digital, because I bought one digital, and the rest were physicals. So, but the digital gonna arrive first, and I'm be real, man, I ain't gonna feel like waiting. Like
he about to bring his ass to Edison, New Jersey.
I got 2 digital, 2 physical.
You're literally gonna open it and waste it, and not just sell it for the full price.
I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up and keep the digital and hope nothing goes wrong, and just give everybody else who I said I was gonna sell to everybody else who I said I was gonna sell the physicals to.
Well, I don't understand why a lot of you guys don't have self-control. So who ringtone is that over and over?
My bad.
It's cool. My NVMe drive isn't coming until Tuesday. My graphics card's coming in tomorrow. I'm not installing my graphics card, removing my graphics card, putting in the drive, and then we're putting the graphics card back. I'm just gonna wait a day.
That's understandable.
You can't wait a couple days?
Nah, man. Nah. I gotta play that now. I gotta play that now.
They bought 4 pre-orders.
I gotta play that now, Chief. Like, I ain't waiting. Like, listen, as soon as that whatever PlayStation get, I want to play Spider-Man and Demon Souls pronto, fam.
Here's the problem: you can't sell that for as much as you can once you open the box.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll have to keep it and just sell the other ones.
And then you go out and spend $1,500 on it. Like, you're wild, man.
Hey, man. I don't spend a lot of money on other things, so
you just spent an extra $1,000. What are you talking about?
Listen, man, it's my money, okay? Hashtag it's my money.
Now, if you were Kid Smoove, I'd be on your ass.
I actually got a couple of more than a couple of each consoles, and my the only Xbox that I have confirmed is one from there's like a Shoppers Drug Mart here. It's like it's like a drugstore, but they also have groceries, and the post office is in there as well. So they actually confirmed my order, so it's there for me to pick up on the 10th. My Amazon order has not been confirmed. My Walmart order, they charged me, and then they took the charge back, and then I'm looking at the delivery date, and it's saying like the 12th of November. I'm like, what? And same with my PlayStation. The PlayStation, actually no, Walmart confirmed my PlayStation already. So Walmart confirmed my PlayStation. And the post office confirmed my PlayStation, but Amazon hasn't confirmed shit for me yet. Like, it's there, like the order is placed, but I have no delivery date.
My GameStop and my PlayStation 1 already shipped out, but
Obviously, what's called it?
Walmart, I'm still waiting.
Walmart been sending out the Xbox Series X.
You're early.
Yeah, I seen 2 people with them already.
Oh, they're saying Baron lost another match.
Baron did a super chat. I'm gonna read this one and his and the others. He said, "This Sony knee bending, dropping it like it's hot drone said Spider-Man Miles of DLC for $70 is the best launch game ever." Sir, sir, I know. Listen, you've been losing a lot of matches, so I understand what happened. I understand your cognition is not all the way there. What I said was other people were saying that. There are actual quotes from the media, people who got to play it already. They're saying it that it's the best launch game. Not me. I haven't played it yet. I can't say that. So, Baron, we gonna need you to win a match. That's what this really comes to, dog.
Another headlock.
He said Breath of the Wild is the GOAT and the best launch game ever. There's 97 reasons why.
Launch game. It came out on the Wii U.
We want to know when you're gonna win a match, Baron. That's.
Hey, you know what though? Shout out to Baron though, for real, man.
He made it, and
he's doing his things. He's there on AEW. You know what? He's gotta put his dues in. It's a new system. He's working out the kinks. He's gonna get there. I think he needs to get a little bit more dastardly and do some low blows and stuff. I think he needs to turn the corner on that stuff, but he'll be all right, man. I got to give him props for
at least he didn't have to go to Impact.
Yeah, man. Live out your dream, man. Live your best life, man.
TNA gonna blow out your knees for $20,000 a year.
We need
yeah.
At least you ain't have to go there.
He said $20,000 a year.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Isn't that like minimum wage?
That might be lower.
And you got to travel up to country with that.
Yeah, he'd be in my city actually, because that TNA's in Toronto. It's in Canada now, so he'd be up here, man. I'd be wrecking his switches and shit. So he don't want that.
Yo, who was it that said back in the day Baron was wrestling over crack needles? I forgot who said that. It was like high school gyms.
I still can't.
Hey, shout out to
that,
Barry, dog.
I still can't believe that man not only submitted to a headlock, but got pinned over a snapmare takeover.
Oh God.
I wish he would wrestle Sunny Kiss. That would be funny.
Yeah, we gonna wrap this up. A few other things I want to point out. Ghost Runner came out to like good reviews. That's really an interesting case of impressive ray tracing. And the gameplay is like really fun in that game too. You should definitely check out that game if it's not on your radar. Yeah, it was praised by a lot of people. Doing good on Metacritic. We saw the Demon Souls character creator, by the way. That was looking good too. The Souls series has a bad history of having a poor character creator. So
why does it matter? Everybody wears a ton of armor.
So here's the thing, right? I was gonna say this. One game that Gears Tactics, it allows you to put on armor, at least your helmet, but not show it. So I hope they have an option like that in this game where you can have your helmet on, but it's not physically showing. That would make sense because Gears Tactics does that. But I don't know. We'll see. They haven't said. I haven't heard they do anything like that, but we'll see.
Smoove, you beat Doomer? You beat any Bethesda games yet?
Damn. No, I haven't.
How many more millions they got to billions they got to spend to beat a game?
Hold on. I'm in the middle of a match right now. Hold on.
This nigga playing video games. Well, I guess I can't shame him for that.
Shit.
Well, I think we touched on. Yeah, I think we pretty much touched on everything for this week and the week before.
Oh, somebody said Retro Studios on vacation in Puerto Rico. What they on vacation for? What they on vacation for?
They work hard over there, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, not releasing games.
Oh yeah, and Take-Two is in the process of acquiring Codemasters. So.
Oh, yeah, well, all this dirt noise. They wanted to make that purchase.
Yeah, so we'll see what they do with Codemasters. Because they still own what was it, Midnight Club?
Midnight Club, yeah.
And Yeah, it's been a long time since we got one of those. I don't know if they would bring that back with Codemasters. I don't know.
I don't know if you want Codemasters making that though. Like,
I don't know. I don't know,
but
but we'll see. Oh, and Phil Spencer, Uncle Phil said we need more black leaders in the gaming industry.
Mad about that.
Yeah, why should race matter and all that? But when people say you need more diversity and all that stuff, they automatically think that you're talking about hiring people just off their color. No, we're saying or their background. No, we're saying hiring qualified people that normally don't get a chance because of their race. That's all. That's all it's saying. So shout out to Phil for saying that. And let me just get to these super chats.
That people can buy Xbox or PlayStation now.
Uh-oh.
Because I saw a Black Lives Matter thing on Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I saw that. That was dope. I don't know how much. I don't want to get into all of that because Sony is a company. They do a lot of dastardly things, but the
dastardly sounds like a villain.
the show of support was good though, and I agree with Phil on the black leaders. I think we need more black leaders over there. I think we need more black video game creators. There's a whole genre. There's a whole let's just be honest here. Us black people, for the most part, we're all over media. We're all over music, media, entertainment. Black people are at the forefront of that, at least, on showcasing talent and whatnot. But behind the scenes, there's not a lot of creators. There's not enough people that are in positions of power. And I think it's the same for video games. Just imagine if we had a proper representation in video games of black creators and the type of games that they could bring and the type of, I think new genres would come out, because just imagine I know maybe thinking way out the box here, but just imagine an action game that takes place in our environment, with stuff that we can relate to or a protagonist that we can relate to with real kind of issues. I don't know. I think there's opportunity.
Just Miles having Tim's on, hits home for me. I was like, as much as I was joking about it on Twitter, listen, seeing a character from New York with Tim's on, man, it does something to your heart, man. Like, you
that's
really
enough.
One thing I always wanted to know about Marvel: how come Marvel don't got no rat villains in New York?
Shut up, Bod.
Like the Rat King or something.
Oh, shut up, Bod.
I'm just saying.
That's Turtle shit right there.
Yeah, the Rat King taking over New York.
Yeah, and like Rogue Company, they released a character just last week, right? And it's a black character, and like in a lot of these games, they'll make a black character, and the depiction and the voice, it always seems like someone trying to be black, right? That's a lot of the times that's what it comes off as. It's just this character's black, but they're trying really hard to make him sound black, make him seem black. When you hear, I don't know who the voice actor is for this character, but he's full blown nigga. The new character's name is the Fixer, right? It's the Fixer, and how, for example, when you heard what's his name in GTA, what's the Franklin's friend?
No.
Franklin's friend. What's his name?
Lamar.
Yeah, that's not like
that's the most realistic black fucking.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That shit was mad real, bro.
That's 100% full blown unadulterated nigga speaking, right? And that's how it sounds with the new character in Rogue Company, the Fixer. He sounds authentically black, and I'm like, this is why representation matters and diversity matters and all that stuff, because it makes stuff fun and more real. And yes, there is such a thing as sounding black. It doesn't mean yes. It doesn't mean you are black. There's a certain cadence to sounding black. Yes, there is. So I ain't trying to get all into that, but yes, you can sound black.
Oh shit, they do got a Rat King. What the hell?
So BG, they do have a Rat King who lives in Manhattan, and his power is that he lives under the sewers by Central Park. And he kills rats.
It's probably one of the BG homies, yo.
Oh, man, y'all funny.
He got some flip flops on. in the soup.
Yeah, I got jokes.
Get dirty as hell.
Let me read these super chats and let's get out of here.
I wonder if DC got a Rat King.
Jay Barry was good. Jay Barry, I'm gonna get you on one of these coming
He
episodes.
said you haven't had him on in 2 years, BG. What's going on?
Oh man, it's been 2 years. Well,
I told him he could come back on again. I forgot to send the invite last
Listen,
time.
Jay, you already know you solidified in these streets. You know I'm always looking for young talent, people we haven't had on before. I'm always looking to give other people chances, but we gonna get you on. One of these coming weeks after the PS5 is out. So you can
Yes, sir.
so you can get the chair run on and everything. Lead the chair section.
Oh damn, they got the Rat Catcher for DC Comics.
Oh,
he
God.
also based in New York.
Whatever. Jay Barry says, shout out to my boy Gaming with Persona, aka the King of Queens, aka Mr. Keep It So New York like them boys that made PlayStation, aka when Persona speaks, aka when Persona interview. Next gen begins on Thursday.
All right.
Shout out to my boy.
All right. Mike Jack 257 said, I only voted to get Trump out and by mail.
Yeah, that's what most people did.
Jack Sutcliffe said, last episode was one for the books, and as a white guy, it really opened up my eyes to a new perspective from some things I hadn't thought enough of. Shout outs. Appreciate that, man. I'm Jay Gott said, Smoove has more to say today than he did during the BLM conversations. Also, Smoove, stay off the dark web.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I lost me with that podcast. I was jumping in there. They would have been like fucking. Nah, I was not jumping in there in that battleground. Nah.
Oh, you rather be on Twitter, huh?
I'd rather like, hey,
just throwing out conspiracy theories on Twitter. Talk about martial law and all this.
But our governor's probably going to shut us down by tomorrow again at like 10 o'clock because he be getting frugal and shit. So
listen, we'll see. So excited said, y'all hear about that new black gender fluid Flash? What?
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
I don't even want to get into that. Gender fluid Flash. Wow.
What does that even mean?
That's all I just. It's
that they're flexible.
Yeah.
Tarek Ahmed said, Ryzen Technology. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Jazzy Jefferson said, BG, I don't think Stevie Wonder is coming today on the podcast. He can't see the link. Oh man, they talking about D. Oh yeah, why D and Smoove was going back and forth the other day?
Oh yeah, what's up with that?
it started from a Persona post. I forgot what Persona.
Damn, Persona, you started this? Damn,
I ain't starting nothing. I was just, happy to get my PS5. I was showing some greatness on Twitter. That's all I was doing.
You didn't even know that you got the perfect fucking.
Nah, and people gonna say this is a setup when I had no idea.
I ain't going front. Low key, when I see it was me and D-Bash, I'm like, oh no.
I had no idea they was all. But go ahead, Smoove.
No, I forgot what the post was, but Persona, posted a post. I think it was like some pro PlayStation tip. Now, I came in with my little jab. It was like very light, a light jab, right? And then D-Batch came in with the Ultra Defense Force. Surprisingly, it was so surprising that I thought it was the D-Biatch, the fake account, and I had to go and check it. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this? So. Yeah, so at that point, like the way he kept going about it, I thought somebody had like sicked him on me or some shit like that. Your fellow bot is he's being insensitive, so that's what I thought fucking happened. Because but pretty much, D-Batch was trying to make me I guess show PlayStation respect and give it its props, and I just wasn't really appreciating how he was coming at me. So that's how that started.
Smoove, you be out here looking for trouble though, dog.
I didn't look for trouble. I didn't go in like, hey, D-Batch. Like I didn't like tag him or anything like that. I don't look for trouble. I do my, like when I post something, J-Bar will come in and do a jab here and there. And I know his persona. I'm like, all right, let me throw this. Maybe he'll get the message, right? That's all it was.
Yeah, I laughed it off because I knew it was a joke. I laughed it off.
See, I at first when I came in, both of these consoles are launching next week. So I just personally think like right now is not really the time for console shit, right? Just let everybody enjoy their consoles. We'll do that shit later. So when Smoove jumped in on Persona, first of all, no offense, I don't follow everybody here. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that they're tight like that. So I just thought he's just going into some fucking random guy's tweet who's happy to see his fucking PlayStation 5.
Which
He's
Smoove
like,
does. Smoove does that sometimes.
Smoove wanted the smoke though, because he could have diffused the situation. He could have said, "Nah, man, I'm just joking around with Persona here," but he came back like firing all cylinders. So I was like, "Oh, okay, it's like that." So I think that's how it kind of escalated. And then afterwards, Persona, after he got his enjoyment, he's like, "No, we're just friends."
Smoove definitely be looking for smoke and then like be acting mad innocent and like lost when he gets it.
But I guess
talking about, yo? Like,
J Dub and I have the same type of relationship. Like a lot of Xbox guys, they can't stand J Dub. Okay, he's an annoying troll, I'll say that. But at the same time, he's hilarious. Like he makes me laugh, and I just like behind the scenes we talk. You know, I find him funny. Yes, I don't share all the views that he has, and he's a really annoying troll. But at the end of the day, it's just having fun. And he'll cap on Xbox all day long. But this guy plays on his Xbox more than he does on his PlayStation sometimes. So,
oh man,
I don't think you're supposed to let that out.
I don't think it's a secret. So I don't take him that serious. So I understand the relationship that Smoove has with Persona. But like I said, he could have squashed that right away and said, "No, we're just goofing around, D man."
Smoove was like, "I got time this morning."
So then I don't want to go into it. Y'all know how it ended out.
Yeah.
It was what it was, bro.
yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Let me finish these super chats. Hold on one second. Where was I? Jazzy Jefferson. Okay, I read that one. Almighty Moreland said Bond talking about what his ancestors died for, while he has Smoove enslaved now. How that work? Oh, with the bets.
Yeah,
Wow.
My dad and grandfather aren't my ancestors. No offense. I don't know why people hit that ancestor button.
Sofa Spy said, "It's crazy how we have a generation of gamers who grew up on the PS3 and PS4 who don't know what 60 frames per second feels like, but new N64 gamers know." Jack Sutcliffe said, "By the way, enjoy your new toys next week. I'm stuck with a 1060 and a 1080p monitor until next year."
Damn.
Oh, next year you'll be good, bro.
Hopefully you get that stimulus check, man. Now that Biden's in, you might get this.
I don't know. We'll see. Emmanuel A1 said, "When will Jack Move join Planet Xbox? We deserve it."
Yeah, I'm working on it. But like,
I gotta be real smooth. Your panel dog, they ain't playing with a full deck, yo. They kind of. I don't know if I can talk to them every week for a few hours, bro. That might do something to me, dog. I don't know, bro. Shout out to them, though.
Mr. Heisenberg said PS5 has next-gen first-party games loading in 10 seconds or less, while Xbox won't have anything to compare for months.
he stole that from the fake Kaz account.
Oh, what next gen first party games?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. Tarek Ahmed said the PS4 games aren't packaged like the PS5 games. Quote, he put packaged in quotation marks, being sarcastic, I think. The Izzy Experience said CPU helps with requests for decompression. Xbox Series X is plus 300 megahertz. SSD also helping with the loading, but its benefits come mainly with streaming, assets, and texture data. Okay. Mr. Heisenberg said, "Notice all of this crying about PS5 that has nothing to do with the games. There are no real problems with the PlayStation, just nitpicking." I think you're talking to you, Jack.
I wouldn't call it nitpicking. Listen, I'm a sports guy, right? If my team wins, if they give up too many fucking points or get lazy towards the end, I'm still gonna be complaining like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Just because you're winning does not mean you do not, keep your shit up to snuff. It's no reason PlayStation dominating all this and that. They should be dominating every aspect. They shouldn't let up. They shouldn't have nothing worse than the competition. Point blank. No excuses.
Yeah, I agree with that mentality, but I can't relate it to sports because I will definitely take a losing record with the Eagles and win that division. Right now, I'll definitely take it.
Well, yeah, y'all in a weird situation right now, so y'all good.
Yeah, listen, man. We might We might go 5 and whatever.
And be in the fucking playoffs.
And then imagine winning. That's what I actually want us.
They're gonna redo the division.
I want us to have a losing record so we can beat the first team we play in the playoffs, just to piss people off. That's what I want. So that'll be entertaining to see. Melon Matt said, D-Batch, stick a maple tree up your ass. A maple leaf. Excuse me.
Why do people pay to say that?
Yeah, I got to come up with more original Canadian insults, man. Didn't Bond say that before, or somebody said that?
The first time I came on.
That was the good old days, man.
Okay. That was a throwback.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, S Blanks in 95 said, BG, why are you arguing with a bald black gamer on Twitter? You can't win against them. Also, the fact people arguing about seconds is dumb as hell.
What bald black person?
Which bald black gamer was I arguing with? Huh?
Who you arguing with?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which bald black gamer.
There's a lot of bald black gamers.
That's what I'm. Y'all got to be more specific. I don't remember arguing with nobody bald and black this week.
It's quite a few. It's quite a few.
Yeah, I don't remember arguing with nobody bald and black this week though.
It's like I remember Jack's Twitter. Jack on one stream, he's like, "I'm tired of all you bald black people."
Oh man. Jack Sutcliffe says Sony buying Crunchy doesn't mean much since Sony owns the anime production company Aniplex, and they have the most popular titles under them already. Okay, Papa John said, Bond, did you get your apology yet for Demon Souls?
No, I didn't. So I would like my apology from you bums.
Wait, why? Why you gotta get an apology?
Because they keep trying to say Demon Souls is a brand new game, which it's not.
I'm not going back and forth with Bomb on this.
It looks nice though.
It looks like a good game. People get it. It'll be good, but it's not a new game.
Yeah. I think I might get that thing, dog. Well, we supposed to be game sharing, but yeah, I think I'm gonna play that.
You ain't gonna have to. I'll get it. You ain't gonna have to. Rice Eater 79 said, for the bots making arguments about Demon Souls being for the hardcore, so it's not a system seller. Hardcore are the people who buy launch consoles.
To a certain extent. Yeah, not always.
Go look at those PS5 pre-order videos on YouTube. A lot of those aren't hardcore people. It's just people that want to get the new console. Yeah, it's like, people that, my pre-order adventure and all them shit's on YouTube.
Mr. Whitaker said Smoove needs to try Neo 1 and 2. Yeah, Smoove gonna avoid that. And Hola Moko 17 said people who play inverted are the elite. Yeah, all right.
It's true.
No, sir.
That's the true bloods. True bloods.
Right.
Yeah, but this one I won't play his ass in Madden. Ooh.
Oh. S Blanks 95 said Shadow Fox. Shadow Fox is bald and black. Really?
Shadow Fox Infinite.
Yeah,
that dude's a fucking idiot, yo.
He's bald and black. I should have known the way he acted. He gives me big bald energy. I should have known.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. That dude's an idiot.
That made complete sense. That that explains exactly how he acts now, bro. That guy's annoying. But yeah, that's the show for today. We are doing an After Dark. The After Dark post is on Patreon right now, so if you have any questions, you can go ask us on there. I didn't say at the beginning of the show, but we're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Links in the description for that. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. If you want access to the Patreon, you just got to support the channel by hitting the join button or being a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon subscriber. And if you want to submit some gameplay to be featured during Weapon Wheel, just send me an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com. Okay. Yeah, just send me an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com, and I'll send you the Google Drive link so you can drop the gameplay in there. And yeah. Pyru Mob said, got here late. Did they talk about the new Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer directly? No, I didn't even hear about that. I didn't even know it got.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that. But yeah, that's it. Let's do these outros.
Yo, this guy is going in on Last of Us. Who is this?
Jack? Yeah. I'm gonna have to include this gameplay next week because we about to cut it off. So.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for watching. Good conversation. Shout out to the guests for coming through. Check me out. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Jack Move Johnny, and yeah. Next time we talk to y'all, that PS5 gonna be out and the new Xbox, so we gonna talk about it.
Yep, indeed. Persona.
Hey guys, what's good? Your boy Persona, gaming with Persona. Thanks for having me. Good show, good talks, and yeah.
Okay. Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, J Mega Games? I'm here, everybody. Enjoy your last week on 8th Gen, and can't wait to look at the content on YouTube and Twitter. Peace, everybody.
All right, Batch D, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. D-Batch, you can catch me on Twitter, D_Batch, on YouTube at D-Batch. Stay tuned to my Twitter this week. Whenever I find consoles going live, I will be tweeting it out. It was a great show. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, Bond.
Another week in first place. Good job on the Steelers, beating them damn Cowboys. Enjoy your welfare consoles this week. I'll be on
Bond getting one. Why is he talking like this?
I'm getting
he excited. He excited.
3080.
Bond, you're gonna have
You
a
ain't excited for that
PS5.
PS5, dog? Come on, dog.
Enjoy them welfare consoles.
He's literally gonna all right.
Hey,
He gonna be playing.
Don't let Bond fool y'all. He's gonna have a PS5 the same time.
Don't worry, I'll have it. But I'm just saying, enjoy your welfare console. I'm getting that 3080 tomorrow.
Okay.
We ascending.
All right. And
I mean, you getting the 3090, I'm getting the 3080. Jimmy's still on his old ass 1080 Ti.
Damn.
Smoove on his old ass 980 Ti. Jack Move on his broke ass gaming laptop.
1050 Ti, sir. 1050. Yeah.
So you guys all got Ti.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But hey, man, it's a good day. I only upgrade once every 4 years, but when I upgrade, I gotta let you know.
Yo, Bond, I told you when the MSI one come out, I'm gonna get it. I don't know why you acting like I can't get one.
Oh, you can't get one because they ain't in stock.
I'm gonna wait. I'm not rewarding them for playing that shitty game.
So even if you wanted one, you can't get one. I wasn't even playing.
I kind of could have got one a couple times. It wasn't the one I wanted.
I mean, I wasn't even planning on getting one until EVJ emailed me like, bruh, we have your card. If you want it, claim it in 3 days. Otherwise, it goes to the next person. Like, okay, I got it.
Hey, I'll tell you guys the secret. The secret is Newegg. Usually Wednesday to Friday they drop at 7 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern. And you have to be there on the nose. So you got to be like 6:59. Hit the F5 button, and once you see it, just load it up, man.
Because all their fans, y'all are delusional.
Bond, is that your TV?
That's K Mega, right? Or some shit like that?
A whole bunch. We didn't lose by it, but y'all thought we gonna lose by it.
Who's playing that?
I don't know who that is.
Anyway, Bond, that's definitely Bond.
Oh, that's I think that's Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought I muted my mic.
Wow,
What man over there zoning out?
What a jabroni. Jack, you did your outro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I didn't do my outro though.
Go ahead, Smoove.
Yes, man, I can't wait. Xbox this Tuesday. This is my last Sunday without a next generation Xbox. Looking forward to it. I'll be doing a live unboxing of both that Xbox Series X and that Xbox Series S. And keep a lookout because I'll have that review on that Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah, make sure you guys check me out.
Smoove. People was roasting you because you one of the dudes who didn't get an Xbox, bro. People was getting to you.
Oh, that's crazy.
I saw you a little bit salty.
Yeah, it was a little bit annoying, honestly, but
Smoove, you getting a welfare?
maybe in 7 years. Let's see.
Smoove, you getting a welfare Xbox too?
I'm getting a Series S and the Series X.
Not a Series 3080 or a Series 3090.
I don't need that shit.
We know. Save your money. I need it.
All right, y'all.
Save your money. I need it.
We out. We'll catch y'all next week. We out.
Peace.